How y'all doing? All right. I'm just gonna look at people and talk shit. That's how this is gonna happen. If you've been roasted before, you're not getting roasted tonight. So just sit there and squeeze your booty and be mad. I got a new rule. If you don't want to be roasted, and I look at you, look away. That's my new rule. Second new rule, if you are getting roasted, if it does commence on your ass, you gotta see it through, my boy. You don't get to get sad in the middle or try to get up and leave. Security will put you right back in that hot seat. I had to add that rule, man. I had a lady, I think it's my fault because I didn't read the room. Well, I read the room, I didn't read her. That's the problem. She missed the part about don't look at me or whatever, and she walked in from the bathroom, having missed the announcement. She walked all the way down the aisle into her seat, didn't even blink, man, locked eyes with me for about 11 steps, which is really aggressive. I'm used to just a quick look, we lock eyes, I go in. 11 steps. By the time she got to the seat, I was like, oh, this bitch wants to be destroyed. And I said some fucked up shit, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. She got me going. I told her pussy stank. Which is crazy, because she was like 30 feet away from me. But the audience helped. They were leaning away from her like, yo, it kinda does though. For real, like granola and like raccoon armpits. I was like, yo, what? And that's when I should have looked at her. I would have seen that she didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I didn't look at her. They had me riled up. They were like, cook this bitch, cook this bitch. And I was like, yeah, it stinks. It stinks like a motherfucker. I just seen a bird fly in your pussy with a worm in his mouth. Which is crazy, right? Because birds only bring worms when they got babies waiting on them. So that means there's a nest in there with 3 or 4 little babies. Just like, mama, me, mama. And that's when I looked at her and she was like, what the fuck is this? I was like, oh, my bad. I thought you knew when we lock eyes, that's, welcome to the Thunderdome, Also, anybody can get it, so I just want to put that out there because some people be coming in here, they know what it is. This is the roast zone and shit. This is the comedy crowd work joint, and people come in here and they be fucked up. They know they fucked up. They know they got a big head, a little eye, long leg, 3 or 4 fingers short, another one long. They laugh like they just got out of a mental institution. They know they fucked up. And people expect me to leave them alone because they clearly are fucked up. But I feel like that's when you got to get them the most. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to skip over nobody that needs to be roasted good. When I was in Ontario, there was a guy, whole body was, his paraplegic, man, didn't nothing work but his face and 2 fingers. See how you said all and put your head down? This is the bullshit I'm talking about. You say all like he's supposed to be left alone. I'd be wrong to roast everybody around him and skip him. He was in the chair like, get me! I was like, man, come on, man. I ain't trying to go to hell over no roast. He's like, get me, bro! Get me! So I cooked his ass. It was bad though. I gave him about 8 minutes straight just to work. I felt so bad. I had the shirt on stage. I was gonna tell people I had these shirts for sale. And I just felt so bad. I just threw the shirt to him, I forgot he couldn't catch. That goddamn shirt hit him and just slid down his goddamn face. I was like, oh, hell no. Oh, man, he might be crying. As soon as the shirt moved, he gonna be in tears. The shirt fell down. He was like, yes! This lady was like, that's too far! He uses his two good fingers and scooted that chair back. That's all he had. He let that lady know, fuck you, bitch. I didn't want to get him, no. See, people be fucked up, man. This lady leg's on fire, man. Y'all trying to figure out who it is, huh? So yeah, man. Let's get into some of this shit. How y'all doing, man? Is this a married couple? Yeah? Why are you rubbing her? This is the first person I talked to. You already stealing thunder? Listen, E40, wait your turn. Ooh, face ass. I'll tell you when to go. Tell you when to go. Tell you when to go. Ooh. This your queen right here?
Yes, sir.
Got you a big old strong black woman, huh? You run out of gas, she can give you a pity back ride around town. Down. She's sturdy than a bitch. I bet she punch hard too, huh? You be quiet at home. She be like, give me the remote. You be like, here, please. I said, give me the goddamn remote. That's why the top of your head look like she squeezed your head one time. That bitch look like a pumpkin. It's a nigga lantern. Happy Halloween, nigga. Let me stop for your girl push me through the floor. And I want to talk to y'all. Are you crying? I wasn't even talking about you. So you guys are married though? That's a beautiful ring. That shit got layers to it and shit. You love her a lot, huh? Sheesh. What you do for a living with that big ass ring?
A nurse.
You're a nurse? With balls? You must be an important nurse. Like, you're the last nurse. You the boss nurse, huh? Like, when you beat all the other nurses, you're at the end of the level. Where you a nurse at?
I'm a traveler.
You're a traveling nurse? Oh, them. You know what? That occupation is, he got money? Who said that? The black table? Look. He got money. Ooh, he got money. Yeah. He can pay your rent and check your blood. You need to give him your card, man. She beating the shit out of him at home. He don't want to go to the hospital. He just want to come by your place and make sure you check him out. Maybe you can unwrinkle the top of his head, man. You got some sutures or something? You can put some stitches, pull his ears down. How you do that? Did you have braids for most of your life and then just get them cut off in the middle of the night? Your head is built like that. That's just the way your head is. Are you still growing? Is that why it's like that? You got a lot of extra meat on top of your head, man. People call you that. They call you, what's your name?
Joe.
They call you Joe? Yeah. They don't call you Wrinklehead Joe? Your head got ribs on it. Where you going, Joe? Stay in it. You try to get serious. You better not get serious. I'll uncrinkle the top of your head. He tried to get serious. He was like, all right now, shit. I grab the side of your head and uncrinkle that motherfucker. All right, now I want to meet y'all, man. So I was saying traveling nurses are, by occupation, that's the biggest hoes. It's you guys and then stylists. And then NBA players. So, does that sound about right? Are you a good man? Like, you just go to work, come on home, and then you watch all the other traveling nurses go out and Have orgies and shit. So are you traveling here or is this home and you travel?
I'm traveling here.
So you just came with him? So y'all travel together? Y'all got the same assignment? You can do that?
Yeah, we're at different hospitals, but we're both here.
You just put Tacoma down? Who got the better hospital? Who works at a hospital on a Martin Luther King or if you ever get hurt and look out the back of the ambulance, the last street sign you see say Martin Luther King, be like, keep going. Sir, we don't have time to go to another hospital. We have got to stretch the meat on your head out. This shit is a problem. You're having chronic migraines. Stretch that shit out and get an idea from the 3rd grade that's been in there. All right, let me move on down here. So, this a couple too?
Yes, sir.
I like y'all. And how long y'all been a couple?
11 years.
11 years. It look like y'all got like an age gap.
Yes.
It's a small one? Well, tell me how small it is, R. Kelly. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind.
Old enough to get in.
He said she's old enough to get in. And so am I. How did y'all meet?
Plentyoffish.com.
Plenty of fish. Look at the black girls. Hell no. That's a sex website. I figured you made a deal with an octopus so that you could get legs for a couple weeks. Walked on land and found him. You look like the Little Mermaid, like the first one. Not the R&B one. The first Little Mermaid. I got gadgets and gadgets aplenty. Not the new one. I got gadgets aplenty. Bitch, I got gadgets. And so what's your name?
Amanda.
Hello, Amanda. It's nice to meet you. They call you Amanda, they call you Mandy. They call you a man. And then what's your name? Steve?
Chris.
Chris? Nice to meet you, man. So y'all met on Plenty of Fish. Where'd y'all go for y'all first date?
To the beach.
Yep.
To the beach. They went, they met on Plenty of Fish, went to the beach, and you telling me that you ain't a mermaid that walked on land? How come everything you do is like a mermaid? She be stealing forks and shit out of restaurants. She don't eat crab, huh? She's like, oh, I can't. I'm allergic to shellfish, huh? She's allergic to shellfish? She don't want to eat her homeboy. Under the sea. She don't want to eat Sebastian. That's fucked up. Black Little Mermaid. She under the. Come here, nigga. To the crack. Shit, you can't have black mermaids. We'll eat all the crabs in the ocean. With some Cajun spices. So what do you do for a living, Amanda?
I work for a doctor's office.
You work for a doctor's office? So does he. So this is the right way to say what you do. Male nurse. Goddamn secretary. And then what do you do?
I'm a Marine.
You're a Marine? Thank you for your service, man. Jeez. Thank you. Now you got like a hardcore job or you just making eggs?
Supply administration.
Huh?
Supply administration.
Supply administration? I don't even know what the fuck that is. It sound important though, right? Huh?
He's shipping eggs.
He's tripping acid? Is that what you said?
Shipping eggs.
Shipping Ed? Oh, he's a drug dealer. He didn't deny it. He was like, yeah. Straight from here to Camp Foster in Okinawa. And so, let me talk to y'all since you said that stupid shit. It almost threw off the whole show. Your palate is little for how wide your face is. Why your top teeth so goddamn together? They're fucked up? Oh yeah, they caved in, huh? How you do that?
Didn't get
Your
braces.
grandma pinched your cheeks too hard? You didn't get braces? God damn, you can eat pussy through a fence. Imagine that. Women lined up along a fence. She finished her drink. Give her another drink. Put something in her mouth. Shit, a Starburst, an M&M, some dick, sir. You're right there with her. Help me out. All right, let's move around. So this your wife here? Not yet? What you waiting on?
Money.
Money. How long y'all been together?
2 years almost.
Almost. As boyfriend, girlfriend? Okay, you got a little bit of time. And what do you do for a living?
I work in warehouse management. I work in shipping.
Warehouse management and shipping for the Marines? Figure that's how you knew what you did. And what about you? What do you do?
I'm a nurse.
You're a nurse as well? What the fuck is going on? Was there a flyer at the hospital? This shit crazy. You a nurse too, bruh? Right, because I'll be like, get me the fuck out of here. This nurse got gold teeth on the bottom. Ain't no goddamn way. Let me check your blood, cuz. Let's move around a little bit. Old school, man. This your wife right here. You on a date? What y'all doing? This your friend? Really? Y'all not sitting like friends. Y'all sitting like y'all have intercourse every now and then. What you say, boss?
This is my first time here today. She invited me.
This your first time here and she brought you out? Well, thank you very much. You're a real one. You been here before? So you brought him out to get destroyed? All right, I'll do a little digging for you. See what I can come up with. He be like, bring it on. What's your name?
Bobby.
Bobby?
Bobby Smith.
Bobby Smith. You said your whole government name. I didn't even. Gold teeth was like, this nigga wild him up. Like, shit, that's first 48, bro. You never say your whole name. Uncle Bobby from Proud Family. And what do you do for a living, Bobby? You a nurse? Retired what? Aerospace engineer? Oh man, give me $200. No. Don't clap through that. Give me $200, Bobby. You look young to be retired already. How you look what, about 53, 54? Huh? Well, how old are you, Bobby? You 65? Oh, okay. So how you know Bobby?
Dating app.
From a dating app. You met a friend on a date now. Was it Plenty of Fish? What app was it? Hinge? Bumble? Facebook? Tinder?
She was trying to play me. That's how I was saying.
Oh yeah, let's get into this here. That's hell yeah. I knew I could just, if I just look a little bit further. He said she was trying to play me. Oh shit. Jerry. Rest in peace. So, how was she trying to play you, bro? Talk to me, Bobby. Like she not here, it's just us.
She was cool. The next thing I heard, all that other people I'm talking to, I ain't looking for that. I said, well, you ran across the wrong brother. He was gonna come back. Anyway.
Hey, this motherfucker crazy. Ma'am, I understand. He just talked for 40 seconds without looking at me. Yeah, I'm saying, I met her on there. She tried to tell me she want to see what's popping. You know what I'm saying? I check in with her again. She said she wants to see other people and shit. I told her I ain't the one. I said, bitch, I'll hit you with a ball peen hammer. You don't know who you're fucking with. God damn it, I'm Bobby Smith. That's right. 2 B's, B-O-B-Y, bitch. Bye-bye. Sound the same. Anyway, she tried to play. I feel like he could talk a long time and run it all back, sum it up. But anyway. Y'all want to know a delicious recipe for a baked salmon? You gotta go to Pike Place Market. White people gonna throw it at you. Don't let them hit you. Go pick it up off the ground. You wanna put that in your oven with nothing on it halfway through. Then put the seasoning on it. Once it open up a little bit, you want a little bit of garlic and shit. My salmon wasn't accepting the spices I put on it. I said, you don't know who you fucking with. I hit the motherfucker salmon with a ball peen hammer. That motherfucker opened up all the flavors in the world. Circle back. I say, how you doing, Salmon? Salmon said, he want to see other people. I said, shit, you know who you fucking with, man. I'm Bobby. 2 B's, B-O-B-Y. Sound the same. Anyway, so, Bobby, you talk crazy, man. So you was an aerospace engineer, and people listen to you talk like that? God damn, that's why they can't find the Malaysian flight. Fucking with him. See what they did? Well, they put the plane up in the air. They didn't turn on the black box. I was like, why the box gotta be black? I want the box to be light-skinned mulatto. Call it red, the red box. You can get your DVD out of there on your way to the earth as you plummet to the ground. I seen it flying up there. I called the pilot. I said, you gonna be able to fix it? He was like, I don't know. I said, oh, you fucking with the wrong one. God damn it, I'm Bobby Smith. B-O-B-Y. I told him, you better land that plane. I'm gonna hit you with a ball peen hammer. He didn't land it. I hit the nigga. Plane disappeared. Ain't nobody gonna be able to find it. Anyway, have I told you my salmon recipe? I want to hear you fuck. I do. Bobby be like, I'm in the back of it right now. I'm tearing that thing up. You better bust a nut or I'm going to have to hit you with a ball peen hammer. That's right. Who's it there? She don't got no answer for me? I'll circle back. God damn it, you going to tell me my name is Bobby Smith. B-O-B-Y. 2 B's. Sound the same. Anyway, bust a nut, bitch. Oh, bust a nut. Have I told you my salmon recipe? Something wrong with Bobby, man. I hope y'all were paying attention when I first met Bobby. Otherwise, all that's gonna seem crazy. You're just gonna be watching it like, what in the fuck did I miss? Just scroll back a little bit when we met him. B-O-B-Y. 2 B. Sound the same. Anyways, I don't know. Fuck. I never seen no shit like that. I want that to be my goddamn text message alert. All right, now let me talk to you, sir. You look like that guy they looking for. That's him. They looking for his ass. So you from the South?
I am.
I can tell you got a little rootin' tootin' going on. Wait, that's James, ain't it? That's my guy, man. Hey, man, if y'all need some drapes in your house, you gotta use Smart P&W. He put the drapes at my house. He made me look rich. I ain't got the money. He was like, let me give you a deal. He took 2 of the windows off the quote and said, listen, just do it yourself. Is that a deal, James? If I got to get on the ladder my goddamn self?
That's a good deal.
I'll take it. So this your lady? You were talking about her. This your girl?
That's my girl.
How you doing? You love him?
I do.
He got a big heart, man. That's the sweetest white man I met in at least 3 months. I'm for real. He understands. He was like, we can't just have people looking in your house at you. I'm like, yeah, I be cooking naked if they want to look in this bitch. That's on them. And that bitch making cookies. It's all good till you close your dickhead in the oven at 350. You're like, oh, shit. These cookies gonna be delicious. All the white guys got quiet. You can slam your dick in a... You can slam your penis in an oven door? What kind of penis you got? It was nice to meet you, Bobby. B-O-B-Y. 2 B's. 2 B's or not 2 B's? All right, cool. Look, sign the same. Let's let it settle down a little bit. Let her chill out, and then let's get on into it. Is this a family right here? Everybody? Just a friend group? It looked like 2 couples and then just one person in the middle by themselves. Damn, you all by yourself, baby? Shit. And they brought you. They were like, just come. He ain't gonna notice. Surprise, motherfucker. So you single or your boyfriend is somewhere else? Hello?
I was supposed to bring someone.
You were supposed to bring somebody? They stood you up. You just didn't bring them? Damn, what did he do wrong? Or she, it's 2023. What'd you say?
Friend zone.
You put them in the friend zone? That don't mean you can't come. Look, they friend zone. He ain't gonna never get that pussy, and he's here. We just gonna have to bleep this one out, or I want to be unencumbered. So this your girl then, outstanding, and this your girl right here, outstanding, and then y'all can't help her find nobody.
Picky.
She's picky. You want me to hook you up with somebody? There's a lot of options in here, man. We might be able to get you with somebody. Listen, there's eligible bachelors in here. How you saying no already? You might be blocking your blessing. She like, nope, I seen everybody that came in here. Shit, I was a ticket taker. I volunteered so I could see all the men in the building. What kind of man you like? You got a little Arizona pattern on your shirt. You like cowboys? All right, cool. We got a cowboy hat back there in the back. You single or you with some? His girl was like, hell no. Ask somebody else. Ask Bobby. All right, I think we can still work this out. If we could put your hat on a single man, that's all it takes to be a cowboy. Ain't no farms in Washington like that. So she's picky, bro? Like what's going on? What's the stupidest shit you seen her not date somebody over? Where she tried to rationalize it and you guys are like, come on. Seriously? His eyebrows. Talk to me now. What's going on? You don't know the details? Well, you do, but you can't admit that your girl be telling you everything about her. I ain't gonna make you break the first rule about Fight Club. The boyfriend know everything, ladies. All your little trips around the country. We know. Mm-hmm. Is she a good woman or is she a hoe?
I think she's good.
You think she's good? You should know if she's good. Sounds like it depends. Right? Like she's a good woman with any man, but she a hoe with a cowboy. She like, yee-haw. Nice to meet you, Bryce. That's a cowboy name. Oh, Cody. Cowboy, you got a cousin, brother, daddy, somebody we can exploit for the moment? You came in here by yourself? Just you and your girl. What you say, boss?
Me and my girl
You didn't bring no other cowboys? Y'all supposed to travel in herds. Where you from, man, Roy? What you say, boss? Maple Valley? Yeah, they got horses up there. 2. They got 2 horses. Cinnamon and Biscuit. Biscuit don't trot like she used to. She been eating. And so, what's your name? Chloe. Oh. So you just a little innocent lady. You don't get into no shit. You don't break the law. You don't jaywalk. I feel like if you name your baby Chloe, you're setting the baby up for a life of positivity. You just switch 2 letters and it all goes downhill. Cleo, she'll be ready to set it off in this mind. So how did y'all meet? High school. You guys as well? Same high school? Damn. Chloe. Was this a big school or a little school? Oh, that's what the problem was. Where'd you go to school at, Chloe?
Emerald Ridge.
Emerald Ridge? Where's that? Puyallup? They didn't have no guys you like out there? They got cowboys in Puyallup. They be coming in from Frederickson and shit. And Bonnie Lake got cowboys. All right, this is what we're gonna do. Tonight we're gonna hook you up with somebody that's not what you think you like, and then you're just gonna have to experience them and see if you can like a different type of man. Okay? Okay? Nigga. What I need you to do for the whole, I need you to knock her back out. I want you to put in work. I want you to take your goals out, lay them on her butt cheek. You gotta have sex to old Cash Money album. You see the 98 Mercedes on TV, I bought that. She's like, what is this? You check your blood, Cass? So is this, what's going on here? Is this rock, paper?
Scissors.
Scissors? You didn't know that's what that meant? You walked right into that. That's right, rock, paper, scissors, scissors, scissors. That's how I ask lesbians what they doing. I got a new one for gay couples, the men. I'll be like, oh, rock, rock, rock. Do it with your hand. Rock, rock, rock. Rock, rock. Rock, 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 rock. That's gay love. So y'all, who the older sister, who got, yeah, you got more responsibilities than her and shit? Yeah. What you do for a living?
I used to do real estate, but now I'm
Now what?
got a bun in the oven.
Oh, you pregnant?
Yeah.
Me too. I gotta stop eating sugar. This is crazy. You know, somebody left a comment on my TikTok that said I look like I'm about to have puppies. You know how fucked up that is? You know how thick my skin gotta be to read that and not kill my goddamn self? Motherfucker gonna tell me I'm about to have a litter of puppies. And other people added to it, like, yeah, what's your whelp date? I'm like, what the fuck? I didn't even know what that was. I had to Google that. Whelp date. That's where they get the babies out. They whelp them. Like, I threw my phone. What you say? Quit trying to fuck. Look, see, I'm trying to fuck. What's up? Fuck is where people put their private parts together. I just want you to know what's going on, Chloe. That's where it's intercourse. And so what do you do for a living then?
Currently nothing.
Currently nothing?
Yeah.
That's a sweet way to say that. She threw currently on there so everybody knows her plans. She could have just said nothing. What you do for a living? Shit, I don't do shit. Currently nothing. So neither one of y'all do shit, really, because your sister says she used to do something and now she's just pregnant. This is an unemployed table? Damn, that's why y'all drinking them waters.
I didn't want drinking water. You know I drink water. I had some tequila.
You had some tequila. Okay, so if you could work anywhere, your dream job, where you gonna work? Hello? She's like, this is my dream job. I woke up 30 minutes ago. I slept good.
Probably not work.
Yeah? When you were a little kid and they was like, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I'll be hairstylist.
You want to be a hairstylist? You do hair on the side?
I did.
You quit a job that you was doing on the side? Nobody was making you do it. It's your side shit. How you quit your extra income job? What you mean? Wait a minute. Wait. How are you guys in here? Shit costs money. It's 2 drinks and shit.
I didn't say I was broke.
Yeah, you got the check from that baby. Look, she rubbed the baby. He already paying me. That's right. I got pre-child support. If you don't want to be on the birth certificate, give me $5,000. Chloe, that's because once you get put on the birth certificate, you can solve it for good. So she just taxing everybody for some money. Yeah, she getting money from people she hugged. They didn't even fuck. She was like, give me $5,000. I don't want to work. Hustle going so good. Her sister don't work no more. I quit. Can you do my hair? I quit that shit too, bitch. I ain't doing nothing. That's amazing. So where's he at?
He working.
He working?
Spending, he working.
You spending his money while he working? All right, let me talk to a table that is better than, because y'all ain't shit. Are you celebrating being ain't shit? Y'all be like, okay, bitch, running for his money. Right, plot twist, it's your husband, goofy. Chloe, that's infidelity. I'm trying to give you a reference. She was celebrating that she's smashing somebody and getting money. She's exploiting somebody's husband. She said it's still a blessing. I'm gonna go back over here because this is crazy. How y'all doing, man? Let's just get some distance from that shit. You guys look like a lot of things. What are y'all? You Uso, ain't it? Yeah, I can tell with the hair inside the beanie. Yeah, chihu. And then, you not Samoan, no, huh?
I am.
Not 100%. With them eyebrows, you something else. What are you, Puerto Rican and Samoan? What are you?
Chinese, white, and Samoan.
You're Chinese, white, and Samoan? I want to see your parents fuck. A little Chinese white woman getting smashed by a Samoan man. Moo mafatasasama. She like, hi, stop, hi. Stop, my taxes are done, stop, hi. That was a white side. I tried to throw some white in there. I prepared the taxes. And so who are these 2 women behind y'all? They don't look Samoan, they look Cambodian. I can tell because your head is perfectly round. Y'all didn't know the Cambodians got round heads? Yeah, their heads be round. Look at Bobby. I'll be goddamn. Really? That motherfucking head is round. I knew a Chinese lady back, her head was flat. They said back in the day, they used to lay them on the board and strap them down, change the shape of their head. I put my son on there and I came back. He still had a hook on now. So I said, I'll be back. If that hook's still there, I'm gonna have to hit the back of your head with a goddamn ball peen hammer. That's right. God damn it, I'm Bobby Schmear. B-O-B-Y. 2 B's. Sound the same. So we got a Cambodian and a, let me see the rest of your face, baby. What you Vietnamese? Hawaiian and Filipino? Hawaiian, Samoan, and Filipino? Damn, you can pop lock your ass off, huh? You hella nationalities that be breakdancing. Listen, like, so this is a double date, man? This y'all not couples? So y'all in a relationship, and then y'all are just friends? All right, is that what y'all want, or you want me to put some pressure on this situation? Ma'am, you want a little pressure? I'll add some pressure. He'll be in here with his hair down. I'm sorry, Oos. So you like him? What's up? Yeah, you like him? Did you know that until right now? You just found out? So what you gonna do about it? Nah, put that punk ass drink down. All right, let's talk to some more people and mix it up a little bit. How y'all doing over there? Right there, a little interracial joint back there. I like y'all. Yeah, y'all been in love for a while, huh? Y'all got good vibes. Hello? He like, love? Nigga, I don't even know this bitch. I'm just sitting here looking like LeBron James. I don't know who the fuck she is. All right, what about y'all right here? I see a little purple hair, and y'all met at a Dungeons and Dragons meetup. Are you guys married? No? Not yet. You engaged? Oh, okay, cool, because I was like, that's presumptuous, ma'am. Not yet, right, Charles? It's our second date, god damn. So you already engaged. Where'd you ask her to marry you at, man?
I asked him.
I'm sorry, what? Look at all the ladies clapping. Okay. All right, ladies, keep clapping if you're goofy. So you got down on one knee in front of him and said, will you marry me?
I mean, I wasn't on my knees.
You weren't on your knees? You just walked up? You're like, take your headset off. Come on, babe, I'm playing Call of Duty right now. The fuck, me and the boys just dropped in. Pause it, I can't, it's a battle royale. They'll kill me even if I'm not holding the controller. There's a storm coming. Well, there's gonna be a hell of a storm coming. You don't listen to me. Samuel, you're gonna be my husband. Put this ring on. He's like, all right, whatever. Durfer. So how long y'all been engaged? 6 months. So you know when you're getting married?
No.
As soon as you can? So y'all just, the fuck, man? So you just, you gonna make him marry you, but not tell him when. He just gonna come home one day from work, it's gonna be a priest in the living room. You want some cereal? I do. You hear that? He said he does. He said I do. He said I do. Pronounce us. So how did y'all meet though? It can't be Dungeons and Dragons for real. How'd you meet her? He was a bartender? Oh, so he got you hammered.
I wasn't drunk. It was a girls' night. They were like, behave. And I was like, no. I'm going to give him my number. And, well, he texted me after, so.
You texted her? You're like, hey, it's me. I'm the Cadillac Margarita. How long did you date before you popped the question? Ma'am? See how dumb that sounded? Wait a minute, I'm sorry. I was talking, but I'm pretty sure you said 6 months. So hold the fuck up. You telling me 1 year ago you met him while he was slinging you drinks? So in 6 months, wait a minute, is one of y'all about to go to war? Okay. You pregnant? Okay. You hit the lotto, bro, at some point in 6 months? Okay. You got a hot tub, something? Is there some perk? Okay. So y'all friends, what's up with y'all? Y'all look like an interesting group as well. This your baby? Well, you look fantastic for that to be your daughter. Yeah. How young are you? You're how old? 48. 48? You look, I thought you were 52, 53. I'm just kidding, but what the fuck? It's a roast song. And what's your name, Mama?
Tammy.
Nice to meet you, Tammy. And then, who this,
Liz.
Liz? That's your real name, or you changed it from Lily Ukalani to that? Lizette? Oh, that's what's up. And then what's the baby name? Hi. All right, now, y'all all friends, kinda? Okay, which one of y'all is the hoe? Let me tell you something. Lizette and Ashley Mama looked at each other. Made a silent agreement. I saw it. They looked at each other like, you better not say shit. I ain't gonna say, you better not say shit. I ain't gonna say shit. Ashley was like, both these bitches go. Mom, stop! Stop, Mom! Thin walls. Thin wall. Welcome back, man. I wanted you to finish pooping or whatever you just did. All right. So, Ashley, what do you do for a living?
I work for JP Morgan.
You work for JP Morgan? So you at Chase? Okay, you don't call it Chase? Oh, you corporate. We got a corporate one of them here? What is that? That sounds like a skyscraper. Where you work at?
Seattle.
Oh shit, you drove down here? You like, we from Seattle, I'm about to get this money. You from Virginia? Well, listen, I want you to give me $100. So look all in your socks or wherever you keep your little money, your bra, give me $100. Okay, so Mom, what do you do?
I do data center security.
Data centers, this table rich? She was like, don't ask me, I sell pussy. Shit, I'm not the one to ask. I'm the hoe. They didn't say nothing when you asked. The actual hoe, by definition. What do you do for a living?
I'm a paralegal.
You're a paralegal? Yeah, y'all got money. Yeah. Black people, if you need some help, you need somebody to organize your documents for your upcoming court case, talk to her. You good? You don't need a reference? Okay, make sure you're good. You don't need nothing from this table. You don't need to go to the bank. Look. He was like, well, shit, I might open an account. She cute. What's up? What building you say you work at? JP Morgan, I'm gonna chase you, bitch. That's what I'm gonna do. Hope you can run in them boots. All right, let me move around. Y'all all right?
We all right.
No, I'm talking. Who's y'all? Who was that? I'm way down here. We all right. Damn. I'm talking to this couple right here. The man in the condom hat. Hey. He trying to look away. He was like, man, you said if I look away. Damn, rule number 1, Nate. Shit, move around. Go back to Bobby. He looking at you. Everybody looked away. As soon as I looked at y'all, she was like, shit. He started tying his shoe and rubbing his leg. Yeah, I ain't shit. I gotta make sure my leg is even. Make sure my calf is smoothed out all the way from my knee to my ankle. But, oh, he's still looking. Let me make sure I got all this right. Boy, y'all lucky rule number 1. I was gonna lay into y'all. I was saving you. You don't even know it. I was saving you, sir. But it's okay. What you say? What'd you say?
Was it gonna be bad?
It was gonna be pretty bad. I was gonna drag you. It wasn't gonna be nice. Go on, look away. You did the right thing. Go ahead and do the look away challenge. Shit. Yeah, I was gonna toast you up. Nice to meet you, sir. Black is beautiful.
Appreciate you.
And you're gorgeous. You're gorgeous, sir.
Get him.
Don't. Okay, I'll get it. He ain't looking at me though. He's looking at the side of your head. Y'all got good seats for roasting too. Them right in the front. All the lights is hitting y'all. I can see your facial features and shit. Yeah, but I didn't know y'all was gonna be punks. All right, I'll move around. There's other people not even blinking. Like, get me. Fuck that. Look, she pointing at her friend. Get this little bitty bitch. Look. She's like, put your hand down, hoe. With your titties.
It's a birthday.
Is that a group? It's whose birthday? Oh, happy birthday. How old are you?
Tomorrow, but I'll be 24.
Then it's not your birthday? This is a good show. Your wrinkles done left. So that's how I know you done relax. All your wrinkles done smoothed out. They don't look like, it doesn't look like a field no more. Recently cropped. All right. I gotta get up out of here, man, before we don't have no more SD cards. It's a challenge to come up and try to do a whole goddamn whatever this was off the top of your head, especially with... It really, like, y'all gotta understand, because when I be freestyling, but sometimes I just wanna like just relax and freestyle, do a joke, freestyle, do a joke. This makes me freestyle, ain't no net. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This whole shit was made up. Now before we leave, I gotta check on everybody, make sure ain't nobody mad. Ethnically ambiguous, you good? Round head, you good? All right, Oos, you and your new girlfriend, y'all all right? All right, cool. Ashley, that work up at the skyscraper, you good? Okay, Tammy, the hoe. She's like, I'm dead. We're gonna talk after this though. I don't know who you think you talking to like that. You good, bro? Already. All right, so the married couple right here, the traveling nurse slinging that dick. Got so bad, she's like, I'm coming too, fuck this. All right, condom head, we good? Cool. Harry Potter, the Marine version. We good? Ariel? Cool. All right, Little T. You good, Little Two? All right, little pregnant hustler. All right, unemployed, we good? All right, cool. Chloe, we all right? You like, what the fuck? You sure you don't want the cowboy? I'm just one more. He got a woman, but he like all that. He might want a throuple. I don't know. Okay. And then wrinkles. Your head look like an apple fritter. Look, now she get to laugh at you. She's like, ooh, 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 ooh. You don't even gotta tell me when to go. This show's over, peace. Got your nice little dreads cleaned up? You feel me? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you got special teeth. Y'all the real ones though, man. This was like, I don't know, 6 days notice or something. So y'all real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have been anywhere. You were like, Nate Jackson gonna be there? We gonna get to you, sir. Calm down. He's the way you looked at me like, I already know you want me. I do. But we're gonna wait a minute before we get to you. You're the only person in here that already look dead, so. We're gonna get some people. Let's see who we gonna get. Right here. I didn't get your last show, really. I called you Oxnard Snoop Dogg, but we might as well get to know you in the rest of the section right there. This your friends or you still solo? Appreciate you. And so what's your name, boss? Fitzgerald. Comma. Oh, your first name is Fitzgerald. That sounds eccentric and expensive. Yeah, everybody else like, he plays for the Cardinals. I get it. That's too easy, guys. Larry Fitzgerald, I get it. But do you mind standing up and everybody see your outfit, your hair, and let's see what we can work with here? All right. All right. I ain't got much to say, man. You look like you got your shit together, man. You got your shoes clean, you know what I'm saying? Got your nice little dreads cleaned up. You feel me? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you got special teeth. God damn. Your teeth just in there, ain't it? You look like you went to the dentist's office and shoplifted. Like, caught these niggas slipping. It's funny when the fuck Trent up, because he'd have heard a lot of shit. You was waiting for that? Well, smile and look right down the pipe of that camera. Move your hands out the way. Say ah. Let everybody see that bullshit. God damn. I said say ah. He was like, ah! His teeth so fucked up. Just open his mouth, look like he's screaming. I had to open his mouth. I almost said trick or treat. God damn. You were early, ain't you? Nice to meet you, Fitzgerald. You almost had me speechless, and then you opened up your mouth and a couple teeth fell out. You okay? You ain't laughing at all. This is a great moment. This motherfucker robot. He was like, Fitzgerald like, yeah. Whatever. All right, let's move around. Nice to meet you, Fitzgerald. Let's meet the other people at the table, man. Let's meet the brother in the nice jacket. That's a nice jacket. That shit nice as a mother. Is that Miss Skeen? You looking away? Am I missing the look away? Okay, brother, I understand. I feel it. You like, man, I don't want that bullshit. Yeah. You in the front, though, man. Goddamn, you should switch out with somebody that wants some shit from the back. Sis said, right, I want to talk to him. Well, let's talk to you, sis, since you want to talk. Trent, we about to talk to the church ladies right there. There's a whole row of sopranos and altos sitting together. That's right, from the greater Mount Bethesda Oxnard Baptist Church up on high in the name of Jesus, the Lord Jesus. That's right. They go to church and pray for the things that everybody elsewise. Who's the leader of the group? Who want to be the spokesperson? Let's go down to the end and talk to T-Pain. He can speak for everybody. He's like, damn, I wasn't even looking at it. I thought you were. I'm sorry, brother. I apologize for that. But you're so dark, I couldn't see your eyes. Hey, white people and Mexicans, don't you take that shit and repeat that. That's just me and him talking, okay? You're beautiful. Black is beautiful, and you're gorgeous. You're stunning. That's how black you are. Goddamn James Toney. All right, who else? Let's talk to, who's the oldest lady on the road? You're going to be the one in charge. Everybody pointed at you in the hat. No, you right there with you. Okay, well, how you doing, sis? Outstanding. Oh, you a tenor. I thought you was a soprano or an alto. She was like, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. The precious Lamb of God. What's your name? Pamela? Nice to meet you. Introduce me to your rest of the choir back then. Who else you got with you? Who's that in that little ass hat right there? That little tight ass hat. That hat tight in the motherfucker. I can see what you're thinking. That hat tight in the motherfucker. He's the Knickerbocker, Mr. Knickerbocker Nick. You look like you deliver newspapers in 1932. And what's your name, little hat? What'd you say, Thelma? That's my mama's name. Chandra? Nice to meet you, Chandra. I appreciate that. Were you trying to lay low tonight? You just look like you in the disguise. Your glasses come with a mustache. You be like, let's play Guess Who, man. Okay, well, who is that next to you? Did she got the... Gary? Huh? A black Karen? I was just playing, man. I don't want no trouble. She already calling the police. 9. Fuck around, I'll press 1 twice on your bitch ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm part of the HOA. And who's that next to you? Monique? I'm glad you came out to the show, Mo. Baby! Y'all all beautiful, man. I'm just having me some fun. What's your name with the, is that cheetah? Leopard? What you got on? Jaguar? I like that. I like how it got the red on the inside. You a fashionista. Hell, you got a little blunt, little updo. Okay. About to get you some tonight, huh? You know? I see what you're doing. Somebody gonna fuck me in the name of the Lord. She's trying to get pressed down, shaken together. Let it run over. Oh, man. And what's your name, baby? Toya? Oh, yeah, that's the one that fight. I found the one that'll sock the shit out of me right there. Toya, motherfucker! 805. Nice to meet all of y'all. I appreciate that. Goddamn Dream Girls done came out. I didn't know y'all ain't have no singing gig tonight. Y'all had to take the night off. Destiny's Children. These Destiny's aunties. Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobiles? Can you drive my Oldsmobile? They old. But beautiful, but beautiful. All right, let's come on over here and talk to dead Jesus. Who you with? Who's your people, man? You bought the tickets? You're his daughter? That's outstanding. How old is he? This your birthday? He's like, no, it's not my birthday. They're saying it's my birthday, like I'm not gonna make it to my fucking birthday. He's mad as fuck. I'm gonna be fine at the end of the month too, bitch. You don't get mad? You don't get mad? Okay, Kevin Gates. I don't get mad. So what's your name, sir? Nice to meet you, Jim. Outstanding. And so what do you do for a living, Jim?
I watch waves.
Huh? Every day? You just go to the beach and watch the water?
2 hours a day.
For 2 hours a day? Yeah, he might not be here at the end of the month. He's like, wait, I'll die right now. What the fuck? What'd you say, baby? You been dead 2 times already? Well, let's talk about that. If you died twice, that means you lived 3 times, right? Or are you dead? They making his mouth move with airbags. Weekend at Bernie's. So how'd you die the first time? You got blown up? Well, it must have been a little bit of blown up because you got all your pieces. You got lucky. Okay. And how'd you die the second time? Your heart? You broke?
It did its own thing.
It did its own thing.
I gave myself CPR.
You gave yourself CPR? Hold on. I've heard a lot of shit, but that was brand new. This heart stop. You're like, It's a miracle. You're not dead if you can give yourself a CPR. So what happened? You pumped your own heart and got it to kick on? It was acting weird and you started beating the shit out your chest? Is this a true story? So it felt weird and you were like, fuck that. Fuck that. I'm putting all you motherfuckers in Pelican Bay. All you motherfuckers. You turn into Denzel. All you motherfuckers. And your heart was like, oh, I was bullshitting. Goddamn, boom, bump. Let me boom, bump again. Goddamn, I was sleepy. I missed a couple bump bumps. So you beat your heart back out of AFib. You went to emergency and got out 3.5 weeks later? And they were like, you died. Holy shit. How long did you die, though? Did they tell you how long? Which time? When you got blown up, how long were you dead? 20 minutes. This is a spirit. We are sitting here with the spirit of a man. Yeah, Father God, we don't play like that. We just want you to keep us pressed down, covered up. Y'all should just be singing right now. Thine, O Lord, is a greatness. I don't know why that Mexican man is standing up, but that's what's up. He's like, my name is Jesus. It just felt right. He was an altar boy? You were an altar boy? Wow. So you put in enough work to get a get out of jail free card. He said, I was blown up. I died for 20 minutes. This sound like old crackhead shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you just on the porch with your crackhead on. He like, I'm dead. I've been dead. Let me get the blunt. Died 20 minutes. I got blown up in Vietnam. I deserve to hit that motherfucker next. You hit it twice. I hit it 4 times because this is my second life. Shit, I hit it pass, and I puff, pass to myself the second puff because nigga, this 2 of me because I was dead back in Vietnam next to Lieutenant Dan. I didn't make it out of that shit. But here I am smoking this motherfucking blunt. Mm-hmm. Your mama was a hoe. This is the kind of shit y'all You like, goddamn, Uncle Andy. You didn't smoke it, you snorted it? Jesus Christ, you snorted weed? That's crazy. I was not talking about powder. This out here grinding up weed. Woo! God damn, I ain't got no spit. Nice to meet you, sir. So this your baby right here. And then who's that next to her with his arms crossed like my career ain't shit? That's your husband? Y'all look good together. How long y'all been together?
We've been married 20 years together.
20 together, 18 married. That's good. Y'all, more people should be clapping right now. That's an accomplishment. Hey, there's no black people clapping. Where to clap, black people? Black people like, fuck all that. You got something to say? I'm gonna listen to you because you died 2 times. What you got to say, Pop? You had 42 years with your wife before she passed? You felt like right now was when you needed to say that? God damn, it's a memorial now. I wanted to tell jokes. Well, God rest her soul. Wherever she went. I don't know which way y'all go when y'all pass. You dumped her ashes at the beach? That why you go every day for 2 hours? You go 3 times a year to see her ashes. This is not funny. This is very romantic and sad, and I'm emotional, sir. Jesus Christ. Don't apologize, stand on business. Shit. It is what it is. And he said, fuck y'all. What you gonna do, kill me? I'm already dead. I'm alive. We got the pivot. That's the best I can get up out of that right there. Good Lord. All right, let's talk to somebody else. Let me mix it come back on this side and shit. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't know who wants. I see you looking away. You good, boss. Okay, you good. I see you. I registered that. Okay. Let's talk to the man in the LRG shirt right there. Right there with the brawny man turning red. How you doing, champ? Outstanding. Who you with, man? He's like, fuck that. He's fucking with people. Okay, well, what's your name, man? You look... What? You want some chicken tenders? What the fuck is going on? That's your brother? Is he that brother? I came over here for some chicken tenders, my guy. Shit, motherfucking chicken tenders in this motherfucker. Goddamn, I want some goddamn chicken tenders. You think they have a chicken tender in this motherfucker? They call the whole place levity. Where's the motherfucking chicken tenders in this bitch? This dead, but he had his chicken tenders. I can't get no motherfucking chicken tenders in this motherfucker. So you went to go get the chicken tenders? You wasn't gonna wait for him to come to you? I know the staff is like, man, god damn. He over there talking to all the waiters. Do you got my chicken tenders? Do you got my chicken tenders? I'm at table 17. I don't know the table numbers, but it just feel like it's 17. I'm straight across the room from the man that died 2 times. I'm just trying to see if I can get chicken tenders. Give me 2 chicken tenders and then give me 1 extra one for the dead. He died 2 times. I'll make sure he get a chicken tender. That's where I date too, on Chicken Tender, chickentender.com. I met all the big bitches on Tinder, Chicken Tender. I be swiping right. What's your name, man? What's going on with you? What'd you say, sir? Yeah, you. Who the fuck do you think I'm talking to? I'm talking to you, Chicken Tender. Who, me is crazy than a motherfucker. There is drugs in this community like a motherfucker. He said, who, me? Like it's 7 people over there looking for chicken tenders. Why you fucking with me? There's 6 more motherfuckers that want chicken tenders. I ain't the only chicken tender in this bitch. So what's your name, sir? I can't hear shit. You got crack voice. Look, security came to talk to you. I don't know about chicken tenders, but you got to be put the fuck outside. Chicken tender that. Don't put him out. Don't put him out. Give him his chicken tenders. Security, don't put him out. Give him his tenders, man. They put him out. Let him back in. Give him some chicken tenders. Give me a more senior security. That one is too uptight. God damn, I'm the one fucking with him. Y'all put him out while I talk to him? That's fucked up. He's like, I'm answering the motherfucker. I'm about to go nuclear in this. I can say that. Donald Trump said it's okay to say that. As long as I don't put a hard R on nuclear. Give him his tenders, man. Let him sit back with his brother and enjoy the show, man. His brother can't even turn and look for him. He's so goddamn chunky. You ain't got no neck, man? Turn your body and look. He's just trying to be like, it ain't got my brother. All you wanted was a chicken tender. I got ended in a roller coaster ride. I couldn't put my helmet on. The coach hit it down from the top. Now my neck go like that. His neck is fucked up. He like he on the phone. Tell Cheryl I said I'll be over there in a minute. Shit. No, I need both my hands. Bitch, I'm folding clothes. Shit. My fucking heart feel funny. I just gotta make sure this motherfucker don't stop on me, goddamn. I hope they let him back in, man. He just wanted some chicken tenders. He's simple, man. He just wanted his chicken tender. You know what I mean? You got your chicken tender. Why you can't have your goddamn chicken tender? It's fucked up. Life is crazy, man. Some people, you know, it's just all it takes is a chicken tender. That set everything on. I'll blow this motherfucker up. You don't bring me my goddamn chicken tender, motherfucker. I pay my taxes. You know, he be like, nigga, it's a chicken tender. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck is it? They put him out all the way. Nobody could get him back. He gone. You gonna go too? You're like, hell no, we drove separate. Fuck that. Did y'all ride together? He'll be out by the truck. Who gonna back up? You driving? Like this? Look at us. Hey! God damn. I done ran over a chicken tender. That's a fucked up brother. He'll be by the truck. He didn't even unlock it. Boop, boop. No, he made sure it was locked. Click loud. No. Sit in the back of it till I It's nice to meet you, Mr. No Necky out of me. I appreciate you, man. Hell yeah. He ain't got no neck. And so what do? You look strong than a motherfucker, man. Stud! Hell yeah. Who are you? You know her? They adopted you? Be careful, he trying to fuck. He like, I'm gonna die in her next. Third time is a charm. I'm going out strong. I know you are. Hell yeah. She's beautiful and strong at the same time. Hell yeah. What's your strong ass, sexy ass name? What is it? Sierra like the mountains? That's the whitest reference to Sierra I've ever heard. Anybody with melanin would be like, Sierra, like the singer. Sierra, Russell Wilson's wife. Sierra, she's like the mountains. Like the mist, the soda. I love that. What's your PR? What do you bench? You don't give a fuck, you just keep lifting? That's probably crazy, huh? It's good, huh? That motherfucker, you squeeze down on it, huh? You kill somebody. She's strong as a motherfucker. I said, bust a nut. He'd be like, when she busts, creatine flow out. Creatine juice everywhere. It's like, it's a protein shake. It's good for you. Shut the fuck up. You do competitions and shit? That's amazing. You know how much body fat you got right now, huh? 11%. Damn. Whew. Am I doing it right? Raw fruits and vegetables? What should I eat? She like, this. Eat this. You want to lose weight? She's too strong. This is how she masturbate. She pulled her up. I'm sorry, this was. Somebody said, keep going. Keep going. You're still not laughing hard at all? This is crazy. I just pulled it out and beat it in the air, and you're like, he's only giggled 3 times. I'm on fire. Stay your ass off the review sites. I thought it was okay. Click. The fuck? Is this your husband? How does he come? Just. That was everything. What the fuck? You need more emotions. Do you do something for a living where you gotta always be serious or something? What are you, a fireman or something? A poker player? For real? He's like, I got pocket aces. What do? You work with horses? You got to be calm around horses? Okay. What do you do with the horses? I bet he shows emotion then. Oh, shit! Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. That you deserve better than me acting like you fucked a horse. I'm sorry. What in the Marie Antoinette was that? You're a farrier. Okay. I'm a farrier. All the black people are like, he's a fairy. So what's a farrier? You take the wild horses and then break them, or what? You work on their feet. So why do you have to be serious for that? What did you want to be when you were little? What did you want to be when you grew up? Like, what did you dream to be when you were a little boy? You don't know? You didn't have dreams? You were going to go to the Navy and do what? Just work on a boat. What's your favorite color? He was like, green. Because he got 5 letters. That's that right there. Hey, man, I might need to go ahead and head out. That was strong. Favorite color green because it got 5 letters. Did you see me do it? I was like, Wow. So you guys are a couple then, huh? Okay, cool. How did you meet him? Right next door? At the party over there? It was the drag show. Well, tell me how did you get with him? You were just drinking and he walked up? Do you want another beverage? You're the most beautiful person I've ever seen in my life. What do you do? Horse toes. What do you do? You're an investigator. Well, can we figure out where his smile went? Can you look into that? It's a fucking cold case. So you the police? Yeah, you are. That was just a cute way to say it. You're an investigator, a private investigator? What kind of investigator? For the police. So when you get paid, your check don't say such and such a county on there? You the police, baby. Did you know that's who you were sitting next to with that head tattoo? He's like, fuck. I need to go check on my chicken nuggets. I'm on fire right now. This is great. Don't give a fuck no more. It's nice to meet you. I appreciate that. God, okay, Jesus Christ. Fuck, lady. Lady? Fuck y'all. Everybody was thinking it. Even he turned like, well, let's see what she is. You beautiful. You're like a sexy ass, strong ass Miss Frizzle. I'm not kidding. I'll fuck too. I'm not joking. You're a strong ass. I'll be like, pick me up and suck my. I'll be in the air. She's like, yeah, motherfucker. What'd you say? 5 people sent you to pick it up, suck it in the air. They want you to do it? Shit. You'll kill somebody. You pick him up and suck his dick, he'll die again. He's like, ooh, suck my dick in the air. Okay. You want to go to the beach? You got to go investigate it. There's a trail of creatine from the shores of the beach. Well, I think you guys go good together. If I could pick 2 people, it'd be an emotionless robot man and a girl version of Monk. That's what's up. And you're sitting next to two badasses that got balloons with cocaine in their ass right now. She said, how'd you know? Because you were trying not to pop that motherfucker in OD. And so you guys are a couple then, right? Y'all look good for each other. I like what you're doing. How long y'all been together?
Going on 4 years.
4 years. I like that. How'd you meet? At a tattoo shop or something? Through a friend? Guy friend or girlfriend? Okay. And you like her a lot? Yeah. Okay. Well, he can answer for himself. What if he like, she all right? Fuck it. I've been looking for somebody else for 3.5 years. I don't have any other options. And so what's your name, boss? Carlos? Outstanding. That's a good name. It goes with your hairdo. What do you do for a living? You do tattoos? No. Oh, shit. Okay. Usually people with this much ink, that's what they do. What do you do? What do you do? Y'all should have sang that. A little bit of everything? You don't want to talk about it next to the investigator? He's like, he like, I'm enjoying myself right now. This is good shit. I am. I'm enjoying myself. All right, fuck with somebody else. I see a really old couple in the back trying to hide, and I just want to talk to them for a sec. If all the young people that sitting at that table could just lean back. Just lean back. No, not you, old lady. You lean back forward. There you go. I see you. That man is completely bald except for the sides, and so that's how I saw him. How old are you, sir? Too old? Well, it depends. Too old for what? You know? Do you have a number where we could know how many times you've been around the... What did he say? Oh, you look good. You don't look 78 in the face, but if your hair, it really exposes it. If you had just a hat on, we would think, oh, he's 55, 56. But when you open that up and just get to shining. And who's that lady rubbing her hands laughing in your face? Is that your woman? Wives ain't shit. They be like, fuck you, James. How long y'all been together? Hello? They don't know? Somebody relay it up. 20 years? Okay. So y'all got married in your 50s? Oh, you've been married twice. This is the night where you die 2 times and come back. Okay. What's the secret? Since you've already had one marriage and now you're on the second one and got it figured out, what's the secret? Man, there's a lot of young couples in here. We could learn from you. Stupidity? You're killing it. This motherfucker's so dumb, he didn't even know I was talking about him. I'm coming. Stupidity. Okay, ma'am, what would you say the secret is for all these younger women that might be able to learn from what you say? No secrets? Shit. That's a recipe for disaster. You can't be telling them everything. How do you know if there's a secret? You don't know. He might have one left. He ain't said. He's like, I know everything. You don't know about the chicken dinners that I buried in 1971. Usually old people say shit like, sex, we fuck a lot. I'll be honest with you, old people be talking about fucking a lot. Y'all still fucking? She said, yep. He didn't say shit like, I don't know if I'm allowed to answer that one. I'm gonna let the lady speak. Say, you be fucking the shit out of me, yeah. It's my fucking marriage. I don't play about my What'd she say? Her daughter's there? Is that uncomfortable to find out your mama getting down? By an old-ass white man? He's saying the Declaration of Independence while he fucking your mama. In 1776. I love y'all, man. I'm out. Right? It could be rowdy. It could be small. It could be medium. It could be a different demo than you used to. But I've watched you go in and time out, and it don't matter. You coming out with a W, big W, making big fans. Like you, listen, you, and here's another thing I want to give you some most for. I had a point in the original club's lifetime where I was trying to make sure that we were able to stay open. Everything was working. And one of my investors watched your special that came out with their mother.
Wow. And
they laughed so hard that they're like, man, can we get Dominique to the club? I said, have you looked at the website? Yeah. Dominique is next week.
Absolutely.
They came to the show and you tore their ass to smithereens with laughter. And unbeknownst to you, you bought the Super Funny Comedy Club franchise, the brand, some grace. Because if there was anybody like, man, where the money coming about? You know, restaurants don't make money for the first 5 years.
Yeah, that's true.
And we were breaking even, which is a combination of a lot of different things. Main thing being me sacrificing, but things like that, when you don't understand the bump that it gives the entire business when somebody can come in and just smack their art, and then it vicariously gives cushion to anyone that was already like, oh man, I don't know what we doing, man, and I don't know what's on the horizon, because if said person was like, man, you know, I don't like, they could really mess up some shit. But just through you doing you and being a rock, man, you crushed in a way that it wasn't just about laughs. It was about the future of the entire brand. I can safely say that.
I appreciate
those are my
man.
Roses that I want to make sure that you get.
Thank you, and I receive them. Thank you so much.
Now,
and it's good to hear people say that stuff in honesty, because I don't think none of that stuff about myself. That shit is crazy, huh?
What do you mean?
Because I always see where I can make improvement. I'm always trying to be better. I'm always trying to evolve. So it's like I don't never see that kind of stuff, Nate.
I mean, I get it.
I know they're laughing. Don't get me wrong.
We're always
Nate.
working.
Yeah, we always
but
working.
You can't sit up there. You got amnesia.
No, but I know they're laughing and stuff like that. But I always feel like I can get better.
We can.
Yeah, so I don't ever really look at it
should always
the
be
way you
striving
just
to.
described it. I don't ever look at it.
I'm talking about what I've already seen. Who knows what you're saying now? Good Lord. But I'll say this. If you don't know, Dominique was a finalist on season 9 of Last Comic Standing. Okay? And that is a show that arguably is already decided before people even get in front of a camera. So for her to get on, go into the finals, deep into the finals, and be shaking up shit and becoming, you know, America's sweetheart, which is exactly what she did, is fantastic. So she's talking about something, I could always, you know, I can always. And then, like, you act like you weren't a finalist on the show.
I was, but that show was hard for me, Nate.
Why?
Because I had to write, and everything had to go to the network because it was on NBC. So I had to write
to pass
standards and practices.
Ways and means.
Ways and means, yes. And so I had to write everything down, and I was like, this shit driving me crazy. Because my mind don't operate like that. I mean, like, I know what I can say on network television.
Right.
They were like, no, we got to run it through them. And I was just like, okay.
Yeah, I remember the first time.
So it was really hard for me.
I can't remember what network it was, but they were like, we need you to transcribe what you're going to say.
That's exactly what they did. So I'm in the room. I'm like, and then when I tell a joke, like, sometimes I switch it up. So I might not say it the way I'm writing it down.
Exactly.
So I'm writing these jokes down. And then one time I wrote a joke about my father, and they were like, this is my biological father.
Okay.
Not my dad that raised me. But I wrote a joke, and they were like,
So it's two different people.
it's two different people.
Okay.
One father that I consider my father that raised me,
Okay.
and then my biological father,
Which one you call dad? The one that raised you.
the one that raised me.
What do you call the other one?
I don't really call him anything, really. He has other kids, so I talk to my brothers and sisters because we're close.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't really call him nothing like that.
Okay.
You know, I don't talk about him a lot.
Okay.
Now, when they see this, they not going to believe I feel this way, but it's different with different kids, you know.
Okay.
I was earlier, they at the end of the order, so, but he, I wrote a joke about him, and NBC was like, is he going to say something? Is he going to sue?
Right.
Is he going to do this? I was like, he dead. They was like, oh, okay. I don't know that he was dead, but you know, I mean, he wasn't dead at that time. I do know when he died. Don't misunderstand what I'm saying.
I get it. You
But
killed
at
him because
this-
you like, man, get this joke off.
Yeah, I'm gonna get this joke off.
Right.
And I don't know.
He better not say nothing.
Yeah, he wasn't. I don't even think he was dead at that time. But I
Right.
was like, I dare him to say some
He
shit.
ain't gonna watch it, and if he do, I'll beat him
He
up.
ain't gonna watch it. He ain't gonna watch it. But he could have. I don't know. He might have been dead, but I don't think he was at that time.
What was the
I
joke
remember.
that it was worth killing your daddy for?
Well, it was a joke about be careful, something about how you treat your children or something.
Okay.
It was a little bit of my pain, I guess. So it was about how you treat your children because you might need a kidney one day.
Huh.
Now you want to go through this order and see who blood match.
Right.
I'm not coming.
You're not even for the match?
No, I ain't coming for that. I got to save it for my dad that raised me.
If you want to match with him.
I might, in case he needed.
I like that.
Yeah.
It's another level. If
So
you
it was,
like-
it was,
if you,
I
if you
don't
do
remember
match
the
him,
joke, but it was
that's
in there.
hilarious. But if you do match,
I need mine.
congratulations.
Yeah.
You have a match.
Yeah, even if I do match, I was just like, I'm not doing
both
it.
these kidneys, player.
Yeah, and then he drank. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I ain't gonna let you drink my good shit under the table.
Right.
I can keep mine.
You don't even take care of your kids. Why would you take care of your kidneys?
Yeah, so
Anything with kid in it, you ain't doing right by.
yeah. And I know that I know my little brother and sister gonna be like, what? It's all right. But I ain't never. They don't even know the joke. I don't think they even heard.
That's
the joke.
still hilarious. And so you got, you did it. They accepted it. You did.
They
the joke.
accepted it. Yeah, they accepted it.
and it worked.
It worked.
So I remember I had a brief conversation with Carlos Miller about it because he went deep into the finals. I think
He
on one of the,
did.
it was a different season, right?
Yeah, Los went deep though. He
Yeah,
did.
but he said it was driving him crazy
It
because he was
drive
like,
you
I can't be
crazy.
myself.
No.
I want to just do me. And I don't want to quote him on something he may not have wanted to say, but he basically was saying like, he felt constrained the way that he writes and creates. He's like, I can't even get down the way I get down. Like
It's hard to get down.
they make
It's hard to get down on it. You got short time. It's very scripted. And it's almost like you on a jury.
Mm-hmm.
And you just, when you on a jury and they have you, what do they call it? When you can't go home and all of those types.
jury duty.
No, not jury duty. It's when they keep you overnight. It's just like the people on the OJ trial. They really don't want you to talk about this shit.
Oh yeah, you got to sign all the NDAs and keep it a hush. And who advanced?
They sequester you.
You get sequestered.
Yeah, but that's what it feels like. Because you're at the hotel, you're in this little room, and you just like, you kind of like sequestered. You got to write all the jokes down. I appreciate the experience. Don't get me wrong.
Okay.
But, and I liked it. And I like when we went on tour. You can get loose on tour, so that wasn't a problem. But that was I didn't think the show was going to be that hard for me. But it was hard.
Wow.
That shit was hard.
People
for
don't
me.
know that side of it. They watch TV, they're voting for their person, or they fall in love with somebody. You don't know that the person is literally pulling their hair out, trying to just get through that next 5 minutes to be under scrutiny. So you went on tour with the Last Comic Standing tour, and then that was fun.
That was fun.
What's something that happened out there that what was happening where in the moment you were like, this shit fun?
That shit, first we went on a bus. I like that. I mean, we sleeping on the bus because we doing back-to-back cities.
Right.
But one thing I liked about that tour night, like I play PlayStation and stuff. I used
What?
to. I did, but the guys on there, they didn't know I was that cold on them sticks.
Playing what game?
NBA.
2K?
2K. For whatever year that was.
What?
What? I got in Clayton English, shout out to Clayton. He bought a PlayStation. He bought the PlayStation. He was like, I'm going to go buy the game. Clayton won the show. He said, I'm going to go buy the game. I was like, all right.
Clayton won season 9.
He won season
That's
9.
right. That's my guy, man.
And yeah, I love Clayton. And he went and bought the game.
He went and bought the PlayStation.
He went and bought the PlayStation. Clayton, I'm about to tell this story, Clayton. So, I beat your ass in that game that
You won?
hell yeah, I
He's an
won.
Atlanta comic. They don't fuck around with 2K, man. They be on that shit all the time.
Maybe he slept on me.
Okay.
He might have slept on
He
me.
didn't pick you didn't pick the right team, dog. You should have went with your go-to team.
He had a good ass team, and I came with the Tony Parker Spurs.
Okay.
I came with them Tony
So
Parker
you had
Spurs.
Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker.
I had them. And I came with them Tony Parker Spurs, and we were back there. There was a little back room back there where you can smoke in that room and all that. And we was on the sticks. Clayton was on them sticks. I was like, I ain't played in a long time, but he didn't think I was going to do nothing on the
He
sticks.
thought he was going to dust you off.
What? I beat his ass with them Spurs. And the Tony, we was coming back.
Right.
And I never forget this point. I had Tony Parker. I guess he hit about a 10-footer on the game. That said, whoop. I said, here we go. You know when they say that? Whoop.
Yeah, he heating
it's
up.
on. Oh, he heating up now.
And Clayton, I know he was like, hey, what the hell?
Hell, yeah, he came back, though. I ain't win all of them now.
Okay.
No, he came back. He adjusted his game.
Oh, okay.
Because he came back. But we battled back and forth. And there was another guy on there, guy named Michael Palisak.
Okay.
Yeah, he was really good, too. He beat me, but he ain't beat me but by 2. I'm a big basketball fan.
I did not know that.
Yes, and a
So
huge...
who's your favorite 3 players of all time?
Gary Payton.
What you know about GP?
What?
The glove?
The glove? Are you kidding me?
You're a
man?
Seattle Sonics fan?
I guess you could say something, Sean Kemp and Gary Payton. I mean,
You like Rain Man too?
Yes, I like Deadlift Shrimp and all that.
You're a Seattle Sonics fan. People don't be
I like-
talking about no damn deadlift shrimp when they talk
But
about
he
him
could
in
flat
that
out
order.
do it. Couldn't he flat out do
Yeah,
it?
from the corner, he was cold.
Oh, my God.
You like Nate too?
Yes, I like
McMillan?
Nate McMillan. Yes.
What?
The whole squad.
This is crazy.
This is crazy. And
Now hold on. Are you
Yes.
watching games regularly?
yes, I'm watching games, Nate. I'm not.
Now hold on.
This era of basketball is somewhat disappointing to me, and you can understand that because the game has changed. But go ahead,
No, you go ahead. Why is it disappointing?
because it's not played the same way.
You like hand checking and physicality?
Oh yes, I love it. I like you to get punched in the face every once in a while.
So you like the Pistons?
I love the Pistons, but I was rooting for the Lakers
Okay.
because I like the Showtime Lakers.
Okay. So
But I respected the Pistons.
what do you think about the Lakers this year? You think they're gonna get the chip?
I doubt it.
Really?
Yeah, our superstar has aged.
We were talking about this in the airport earlier. We were on our layover in Dallas, and Keela hooped for the University of Arkansas, so she
Wow.
has a high basketball acumen
IQ.
too. Yeah, because she watched a lot of basketball while she was at that school from the bench. So my point is, she said that she thinks that the Lakers have a real chance because she thinks the NBA wants to push the storyline of Bronny and Bron.
Now they have a chance in that respect.
Okay.
As it pertains to be, I understand what Keela's
And
saying.
Luka.
And Luka. I'm kind of on the fence with Luka
Okay.
in the big game, especially since last year.
You think he may struggle with a lot of attention on him?
I think, you know what I saw in him last year? And if I'm looking at it correctly, I didn't like how he wasn't, to be the superstar that he was, I didn't like how he wasn't able to get off like he should have. Even if I don't care. They weren't double teaming him. You let people lock you down
One-on-one.
one-on-one. And that exposed him, if you will, to
But
me.
he also, it looked like he was losing interest in playing in Dallas. He had put on, 40 pounds?
Well,
He was
shit,
chilling, drinking beer on camera in the
I
locker
don't
room.
care. Once you suit up, your ass suited up. What did Kobe Bryant say? When they asked him, I don't know, he had some nick and ping or something. What did Kobe Bryant say?
He said something like a little kid saves up all year long to see him play once, and he don't want to have an off night in front
But
of him.
he said that, but he also said, Nate, he also said it's a difference between being injured and hurt. He said, and you can play injured if you got it in you.
Right.
Now, if you hurt, sit your ass down.
Get better.
Get better.
Right.
So Luka was out there drinking beers, or he was gaining weight. I don't care. But I'm just telling you, he got on the floor, so he's responsible for what happened to him on the floor.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So if you're concerned about the Lakers, who do you like?
I don't know who I like right now.
I just had Memphis yesterday. We just got back from Memphis, and that whole city is convinced that if Ja can get over his ankle problems, that Memphis is going to win everything.
I think it's going to take more games for him to get over his ankle problems.
He got to run on it.
He got to run and jump.
He came in limping, too.
Yeah, he limping. He limped out the last game. Before that game, in the playoff.
So then who do you like?
But I'm a Lakers fan. Someone always like my team. You just asked me.
Who scares you Lakers matching up against, whether it's even possible or not? Right now, Lakers line up against the Warriors with Jimmy Butler running around.
The Warriors are a different team to me. Because one thing about the Warriors, you think Steph and Draymond and all them guys, but then they get to having these sparks of nostalgia and to run your ass out the gym.
Right.
You be talking about Steph ain't hitting nothing, and all of a sudden, ooh.
She's heating up.
Oh, my God, he's heating up, Nate. So you can never say with the Warriors.
Right.
But
greatest shooter ever. So then how
Yeah.
do you count them out?
you can never count them out. And they know how to win. They got championship pedigree. So we have a team that knows how to win. That's going to be hard, too. But I don't think anybody can beat OKC, Nate. What do you think?
You like the boy with the shiny face?
Who's the shiny face boy?
He got I don't know his name. His face is real shiny.
But you talking about the star? You talking about
What's his name?
Gildas Alexander?
Shy.
Shay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you call him shiny face.
Well, he look like he go like that with a bunch of Vaseline
He
and then
don't
come
look
into the
shiny
plate. Well,
like
okay,
that.
when you see him next, you can be like, his face do be shiny.
Okay, I'm going to look at it. Can't nobody guard him.
Nobody.
Nobody.
At all?
At all.
Dennis Rodman in his peak.
Oh, well, hell yeah, because he can knock him over.
Okay, then.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about with all these extra flagrant fouls and stuff. You
Right.
can't guard him. You can't, so.
This is amazing to me.
Yeah, in this league, I don't think anybody can beat OKC.
So you think they got it?
If they remain healthy, who you
What
see
about,
gonna beat them?
What about where Russell is now?
Who?
Russell.
Denver?
Yeah.
No, hell no. They
got
fired their
Jokic.
coach.
They
Them
fired him. They
fools
fired
fired Mike Malone.
They fired Mike
Their
Malone
ass might not
last
get,
week and shit.
They might not get out the first round.
Okay.
Because
you like-
sometimes karma get your ass too. I don't care what nobody say.
But what if that's the karma for what he'd already did?
I don't know what he did, but I know he was a good coach. And this is what I was told. I wasn't there, but if it had anything to do with people not liking his his coaching style and all that, that's childish shit to me. Y'all grown men.
Like it's like the players going against the coach?
Yeah, they didn't really care for him and the way he coached or whatever.
So there's a coup? They got him up out of
Yeah,
there?
I think it was a coup. I don't know. I wasn't in. I always say this. I wasn't in the locker room.
Right.
I'm not on the inside, but from what someone explained to me, I don't know if they told.
I feel like
know
all
or
we got to
not.
do is be patient because all these hoopers got podcasts now, and there's gonna be a tell-all episode where somebody say
Somebody
what it
gonna
was.
tell him. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you're gonna know what it is.
Then you
Because
gonna
right
know
now
what it is.
you taking up for
I'm-
Mike Malone.
Right now I am, but that's only because
if
of what
he
I
come out
heard.
and they say Mike Malone called somebody a monkey. Then
Well, shit.
he got. That's not real.
Well, Paul,
I'm just
when
saying.
did he say it? He ain't just say it.
If he just walked in the.
No, he ain't just saying
He
the
walked
shit.
in the locker room. He was like, "All you ass monkeys need to get up."
Well, then they should have whooped his ass. Then.
I'm just saying, if
They should have told the front office we beating his ass.
yeah,
But on All the Smoke, that's what Maxwell said.
what he say?
Something about I don't know. I ain't gonna repeat it because I can't remember. It might be a different story.
It ain't got to be
Some-
right. It's got to be close.
Some coaches or some monkeys or something was saying that Maxwell said he was in there. Something. What the fuck are y'all talking about?
I like that they added Maxwell to All the Smoke.
Man, when they added Maxwell, and don't get me wrong, I love Matt Barnes.
Okay.
And I love Stack. I really, really do. But when they added Maxwell,
Yeah.
I said this shit is on and popping because he's hilarious.
Not only that, you're not just like telling stories about history and everybody get to say it their way. Maxwell is like, nigga, I was there, and that ain't
He
what
was
happened.
there.
And he keep it real enough to say, well, Elijah want to slap the shit out of him.
He said it's like that motherfucker scrape his hands on concrete. He said, what he rub his hands on. So then Stack says, yeah. Mother nigga that big, you gotta get your tools out. You're motherfucking right. I tore that goddamn locker room up. Baby.
Man, they elevated their show quick.
They elevated that show.
They said, we're listening to the viewers and y'all want Maxwell?
Oh
Maxwell is on this show.
Yes,
Man.
because he gonna call it like it is. And he a reason, with that real voice and that real experience, what he tell Michael Jordan? He said, I told him, motherfucker, don't touch me.
Right.
All up in his spinning and flying in the air.
Right.
Put your hands on me.
He said, all I saw was that nigga's feet for 90 minutes. Just flying all over the goddamn
All the
place.
Smoke is a great podcast.
That's amazing.
It's great. So
yeah, man, they doing their thing. So
Yeah.
I don't want to say blown away, but I am definitely,
you couldn't
mind
believe
blown,
it.
maybe?
You couldn't believe it, could you?
It's one thing to be like, man, I'm good on the sticks, right? Like, because there's people who, everybody knows somebody who could pick up a Street Fighter game and mash a button and beat everybody in the room. Be like, come on, man, just beginner's luck.
Yeah.
But you're not out here beating Clayton English off beginner's luck. You're not out here calling
Clayton Cole
Steven
right
Jackson
now.
Stack and not knowing what you're talking about.
Yeah, I love Steven Jackson because he was one of the ones. Steven Jackson slapped the taste out your ass right in the live game.
Right.
I like players like that.
Okay.
I like that era of basketball. I like the era of basketball when there was
That's
a
why
big
you like
man.
Gary Payton.
Oh, I love Gary Payton. I heard Gary Payton from the TV tell some player, y'all need to call a timeout because I'm going to tear your ass up.
Straight up.
That's my type of player right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with a little chitter chatter. All this running through the lane and all this shit they do now. Rick Mahorn and them people, Bill Lambie and the likes of those people, they wasn't having nothing.
You getting clothesline.
You gonna get clotheslined.
We'll take this foul, but I bet you don't come in here again
But
like
you
that.
will not run up in there aimlessly again.
Right. Now, this do you coach basketball? Goddamn.
I don't. I think I'm gonna coach a little team
Some
one
little
day.
kids?
Yeah, some little kids.
A lady league?
A lady league. Because, hey, I'm big on the WNBA as well. Because if you ask me, the WNBA game better than the NBA game.
What? Because they got better snacks?
The way they play the game.
A lot more passing.
Yeah, and I heard, and when you talk to men about it, sometimes they feel, ain't no dunking. I don't care. The men's game is just, I look at it because I love the game.
Okay.
But it's just, the women play the game the right way. They got all the components. They still got a big lady in the middle.
Yeah.
And they out there hooping. You just got to watch it. I can't wait for the WNBA to start. Off the chain. Check it out, Nate.
We should go to a game together.
Let's go.
We can get some tickets at the gas station, $8 when you fill your tank. And then we'll
Nate,
head down to
don't do that.
What
Don't do that. $8 and don't do that,
If
Nate.
you fill your tank.
If you feel it, don't do it, Nate.
It's 2 tickets, $8 and a hot dog.
Yeah, you gotta watch the game. They be out there killing
I need
it.
some alley-oops and some dunking. Now, they do be making some amazing layups
Well,
where
they
I'm like,
just-
I didn't even know that was an angle you could take to make a layup.
Well, it's a young lady that just got drafted named Dominique. I think her last name is Manillo. She dunks
Regularly.
regularly,
In-game.
effortlessly.
Okay, well, and there's another girl, Ego.
Yeah,
She dunks.
yeah.
So I think it just comes with the evolution of it. These girls can get up. But do you think there's any validity to what Shaq said when he said lower the rim a foot? So that now everybody's dunking?
I don't think that. One of the issues I felt like was the problem when I first started. I think they just need to use the regulation ball. I don't know why they feel like the women can't play. Their ball, I think, is smaller.
Is it?
I believe it is. And to me, it's more bouncy. So I think sometimes it's more bouncy. I don't even know why they don't use the regulation ball because they grew up playing with the regulation ball when they was out there beating people's asses.
Right.
And most of the time, it was dudes.
Where is this, let's call it Eye of the Tiger. You got the Eye of the Tiger for basketball, but in stand-up, while hilarious, you not like overly aggressive to be like, nigga, give me the motherfucking mic. Nigga, I'm going to the whole
But
Moses
I'm not
Malone style.
Right, but that's just in sports. That's a whole nother ego. That's my alter ego over there in the sports game. But
I wanna see that ego do a set.
I don't know how, Nate, because when I'm on stage, I'm just being me.
You still you. You not
I'm
somebody
not, but I
else.
mean, when I talk about sports, I got a little more of this.
That's what I want to see.
And then I'm a real shit talker when I'm looking at sports.
Are you?
Oh, I be talking big shit, texting and everything.
What?
What? And don't let your team lose. I'm gonna light your ass.
You
up.
calling people?
I'm texting. They won't even answer the phone. They will tell me right now, I can't call. They won't. Don't let your team lose because the whole time they getting their ass whooped.
Text message
I'm
coming
gonna
in.
be texting, laughing emojis, and I'm gonna be saying this shit look like it's over. Damn. Did y'all even look at any film? I mean, like what
The whole
really?
time.
Y'all didn't look at the team
He's
play.
open again.
Oh my God.
Who are you tormenting the most with this?
My family members,
Oh my God.
my brothers.
Okay, well let me ask some stuff. Let me. I'm gonna grab a random
Okay.
card out of here.
If I could tell jokes like that, they'd be like, "That's she doing too much." You know, they be too critical on women. They always give us the blues about everything.
Okay, this one I grabbed. It's a
Okay.
shift, but here you go.
All right, let me see. What's the worst job you ever had?
That's the one. Okay, so
Yeah,
you worked at a post office
I did.
and you worked at the OBGYN.
Mm-hmm.
And that is what I was able to find via just a little bit of light research. But I know that ain't all the jobs you had.
I worked at the movie theater, in the box office.
Really?
Yeah.
So was that your favorite job or you just one of them?
It wasn't my favorite job.
What's the worst job you ever had?
Nate, I never stayed at jobs that long. I just,
What you mean?
like even at the movie theater, I didn't have a ride to work. I quit. I called them people and told them I ain't no way to get there. And when I quit, my mother lost her mind because she was like, why didn't you catch the bus? Well, shit, y'all been driving me to work. I don't have a ride. My mind didn't say get on the bus. It just was like, I
you quit
can't.
from home?
I called and said, I cannot make it today. I don't have a ride.
And they said, okay, we'll see you tomorrow.
And I was like, so I'm just not I'm not coming back.
I'll never have a ride.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have no ride because I'm not about to catch the bus. I ain't feel like that shit.
Did you ever go back and watch a movie there? Hi, y'all.
Oh, no. I didn't watch movies there anyway. It was new though. It was new when I worked there. So I just quit. I was just like, I don't have no ride. My mother's like, you gonna have to figure out how you gonna get to work. Okay, I don't have no car. I was never thinking about the bus. It was never entering my mind
That I'm getting on city transportation.
that I'm getting on city transportation. Not for that job. I take city transportation. I mean, I have taken it through my years of growing up. But just for that job, I was just like, I'm not doing that.
What
Don't ask me why. I was just being wild or something.
What other job have you walked out? Like, have you quit?
I quit the OBGYN. And I quit that job because the doctor that I was working for died.
What?
Yeah, the doctor that I was working for died in a car accident. And
On the spot?
coming, like she worked in different practices.
She was going from practice to practice.
Practice. She was on her way to the practice that I worked at.
Okay.
And she got in a car accident. She died. And the new doctor I was working for, she dead now, but that bitch got on my nerves. I was like, and at that point, this is how I know what I'm doing is my destiny. This bitch got on my nerves. You know what I mean? Like Nate, you know.
She the dominant.
Nate, seriously.
She dead now, but she got on my goddamn nerves. It's crazy.
Nate, because it's like she didn't respect the fact that we were grieving. You know what I'm saying? She took over our patients because, of course, we have OBGYN.
Oh, the new doctor came in after the other one passed.
Yes, and they were friends. But when you work at a OBGYN, you have patients that are pregnant. So
Okay.
they have to have continual care. So you have to
Yes.
have a doctor replace them. So I knew who she was.
Okay.
But I wasn't working for her. Because my doctor my doctor was living at that time. I knew they were friends, let me say that. And she was like, we went over there and I'm working for her and we grieving and shit like our doctor just been dead and she in there talking. I was like,
This is
no.
wrong.
I was like, this shit wrong. This bitch getting on my nerves. But this the part of the story. In that process, I had begun to do stand-up. And I had been doing
This
stand-up.
when you went down to the Comedy Connection.
When I went down to the Comedy Connection. And all of this. And I wasn't getting a lot of laughs. But I was getting enough laughs to say, well, damn.
I got something.
It's something going on
Right.
here. And I had been going and they like me and I was going to people and it's not a lot of women. So
No,
it's not a lot of women. So when they wanted somebody, can you do this rum? Can you do that rum? And I was like, okay, I'll do it. And then one day I was just like, she walked through the break room. I was like, fuck this bitch. That's what my mind said. When she walked through there, I was like, fuck her. You know what I mean? Like,
How did you quit, though? You just walked out?
I never came back to work. And one of the women that I worked with, she was still there. I was like, I'm sending my unemployment papers. Take her stamp and stamp it.
Damn.
So I can get my, she said, I got you. I said, look for them in the mail because they coming. I ain't never go back.
But you got you a holding deal out of there.
Yeah, I ain't never go back. I got my unemployment. And I just started doing stand-up.
Okay.
And I guess the rest is history. I'm sitting here with the great Nate Jackson. You did.
The great Nate Jackson?
The great Nate Jackson.
What?
Yes, you great at what you do.
Hey, man, I'll take it. The great Nate Jackson. I'll take that moniker, but I mean, I am so impressed with what you have done that calling me great is wild as hell. But here, just pull one more of these.
Okay.
We do one more question and we're going to slide. But I want to know I don't know what you're pulling now. These are at random.
Who are your heroes in real life?
Who are your heroes in real life?
Mm-hmm.
Your mama.
My mother.
Who's Hattie?
My grandmother.
Hattie Clee?
Hattie Clee.
Okay, because that's your LLC. If it ain't too much to say, but that's how I know
No,
Hattie
that's
Clee.
fine. That's my S Corp. That's my S Corp. Hattie Clee.
Yeah, listen, get your business together. You heard
Hattie
that.
Clee Incorporated.
Not just an LLC, an S Corp.
Yeah, you better get your business in order and take all your damn money to IRS. They cold-blooded.
Man.
I got a Black Jesus check. It was almost like I wasn't on set.
And you did hella seasons.
I did that, but before I had my business in order, them taxes.
You had them paying you direct?
Huh? Yeah, just before I was up on game.
Oh, man.
And they passed out checks. I was like,
what's this?
No. Pull up the contract, because this is wrong.
Right.
They took all my money.
Damn.
Took it all. I was like, well, damn, I got to step my business up.
Well, here's what I want to know. This just popped in my mind right now, and this is what I want to know. Because you are one of few comedians, even though there's a lot of comics that did what I'm about to talk about, but you're one of the few comedians that I know personally that was literally a part of the Chappelle Show. Now, I've done shows where there are huge personalities that are part of, like the Young Rock literally was Dwayne The Rock Johnson's life.
Yeah.
We met via Zoom. We did our table reads and all that, but we didn't he probably to this day may know that's Nate Jackson, or you might just be like, yeah, that kid did a good job playing JYD. Do you know Dave? You DC, he DC.
I do know Dave.
Really?
Yeah, I met Dave. I think
I want to know this nigga so bad.
Now I don't know him all we all hanging out together, but I do know him.
But if you drove to Yellow Springs up on his property,
he would know who I was. Yeah, you saying like that?
I want to know Dave like that.
Yeah,
I want to
you
drive
haven't
up.
met Dave?
No, I want to share cigarettes.
Come on,
I
Dave.
got a store. I got a whole. There's 4 stories. Every time I met Dave, and every time I meet this nigga, he be looking through me, and he don't know it's me. But he been borrowing cigarettes for years.
Nate, you got too many connections. Nate. All you gotta do is make a phone call. I'm sure he knows you.
I am of the thought that everyone knows everyone. It's too small of a business.
I think he knows you. When do you see him? Is he working? What's the circumstance?
The last time I saw him, he bumped everybody at the Improv, and then I got unbumped because I said D-Ray, because I wanted to do JFL.
Okay.
This was a few years ago.
And you went there and demolished JFL.
No, didn't. I could not get it.
No, but this last time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
but that's later. At this time, I'm just trying to get. I can't even get an audition out of them. Mm-hmm. So they told me that they were auditioning JFL callbacks or something in the lab. on a Monday night, and D-Ray's room was right there. So I go over and finesse to be like, hey, I know you guys only came to see your own showcase people, but I'm about to perform next, and I know y'all have not seen me. So if you get a lull in your programming, could you please peep through this back door and watch my set? They're like, okay. We don't normally do no shit like that. But if we get a lull, we will. It's not a promise, not a guarantee. I go back over, I'm like, D-Ray, nigga, they said they'll come look, and I don't know when or how, but I just know if I'm on stage, somebody, even if it's an assistant, is gonna pop over and be like, so how was he any good? Just out of curiosity. That might not get me that year, but it gets me on the list to be like, let's see him next year for an audition. I just needed an in. I couldn't get nothing. I come back from the other side, and I already had a spot on Mo Better Mondays. I'm like, D-Ray, I'm good now. He like, nah, man. Chappelle came in here, man. He bumping everybody.
That's for all of us. I mean, like.
Yeah, but I said, no. JFL said that they'll look at. Okay, listen, Dave can walk in here and bump anybody on God's green earth. That's fine. But tonight, the stars have aligned in a way for me to get seen by JFL on accident. Please don't put me after whatever Dave is gonna do. Please. He's like, nigga, I'm not in control of that. What the fuck are you talking about? And I don't know what came over me. I said, where Dave at? He said, nigga, he back in that booth in that back corner.
You went to talk to him?
Yeah. I said, bet. He said, nigga, what are you about to do? I said, I'm about to get unbumped. He said,
you went to the right person, though.
He said, and D-Ray said, when you finish talking to him, you tell me exactly what the fuck he said. Don't come back on no bullshit. Because I guess maybe D-Ray knows somebody done went over and said, hey, man, blah, blah, blah. And somebody said, fuck you. And then they came back and said, yeah, he said it was cool. So then you trust them, put them up, and the person's like, man, what the fuck? I just said no. Right. So he said, keep it real with me. So I go over there. I said, hey, Dave, man, I'm sorry to interrupt me. He was laying down in the booth, feet up, wearing some goddamn Alexander McQueen. Laid up under the edge of the table where like he didn't care if people saw him chilling. I said, man, listen, if you could, I said, please, JFL's people is next door, and they said they'll give me a look. If you could allow me to just do my 8, just give me, I had a 10-minute set. I'll do 8 minutes. I won't even do the full 10, but just let me get my little 8 out before you do what you do to this room, please. He said, he said, the audacity of this nigga. I'm gonna do it. And then I started watching, hey, I turned back. He said, 8 minutes, nigga.
Yeah.
You do any more than 8 minutes, you don't want to know how that's gonna go. I get on stage, 7 minutes, 59 seconds. I'm rocking. They're in the middle of a laugh. I looked down at my shit. I said, I gotta go.
That's right.
Right in the middle.
That's what
the
you
whole
call
crowd
being
was like, man, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, that's what you call being professional.
He got on stage. He said, I ain't never seen a nigga do exactly 8 minutes. But that's and then everybody was on him in the lobby, and Melanie Camacho was there. She was like, David, and it was literally like all these people walking in between and trying to get his attention, or whatever. And she's like, David, and he looked, and like a few people's shoulders, just enough to part through a few people, and he was like, nigga, you funny. That was enough for me. So
yeah,
he has a know of me.
That means a lot.
And I've had him booked at my club at one point, and then he couldn't come because it was like COVID constraints or whatever. But I want to be, that's where I wanted to be. I was talking to Ralph Barbosa, and he had a moment with him where they were smoking a cigarette together in the lab at the Improv, where Dave literally, he hands him a cigarette, but he passes him a torch.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's a Newport short or whatever the cigarette was.
Get it though, Nate. It's gonna that's gonna happen.
If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. Though. But God damn it, I want to be like, hey, Dave, man, come on out. Man, come fuck with your boy. Or he got a comedy club in Yellow Springs. I got mine here. Like, the comedy world is too small to not be like, man, if you don't see me coming up as a force that's worth being like, at least.
I don't even think it has anything to do with that.
Not as a threat, but just as like, this is somebody worth knowing. You know what I'm saying?
But I don't think he does. I don't think he feels that way. It just hasn't aligned yet, but it will. He said do the 8 minutes. He real cool, though.
True.
He really
and
is.
I feel like he
a laid back, cool guy like that. For real. Even when we did the Chappelle show, I'm standing outside. Yeah. He comes outside to smoke a cigarette. Before that, I was doing the movie with Tracy Morgan. I don't know why I can't even remember the name of the movie right now. It was back in the day.
It's a Tracy Morgan movie?
Tracy Morgan, produced by a producer named Vanessa Middleton.
Was it a movie show? A movie
It was
or
a
a TV show?
movie.
Sorry.
30 Years to Life. That's the name of it.
Okay.
Dave, so we're shooting like in New York, down by the Boston Comedy Club,
Okay.
Lower Manhattan. I'm on set. Dave just walks up the street, chilling. He just walked like we in the set. He just walking like I ain't not even Dave.
What?
Yes, hell yeah. He walking right up the street and he saw me and we talked for a few minutes. He said, "This feels good, doesn't it?" I said, "It does." He said, "Just remember one thing. Humility is free." He said, "It doesn't cost you anything, Dominique.
It does not.
It's free." And I was like, okay. And he just kept walking up the street. And of course, me, I turned around and watched him walk off. And then on the Chappelle show,
I want to know where in the hell he was coming from and where the hell he was
but
going.
it's New York City, so you never can tell.
Right, but was your guys' conversation in regards to humility?
No, but he was telling me as it pertained to being in that movie.
Which I get, but
But-
where did he just come from or somebody was lacking?
It was obviously meant for me.
You ain't
Obviously,
lying.
it was just meant for me. I don't know where he came from. I looked up and he was walking up the street. And even in the Chappelle show, and I was like, this is crazy. We on the Chappelle show, we on the set, we in a break. I'm outside. He comes outside to smoke a cigarette, and we talk for a little while. And he was like, "Thank you for doing this show." I was like, what? Thank you. You know what I mean? I was like, thank you.
Right.
I'm like, what is this all about? But it's just who he is. That's how I know things with you and him will align because he a cool dude.
Yeah,
You ain't never heard nobody, hey, tell me who you ever heard say Dave wasn't a cool dude.
Faison Love.
Oh, yeah, but that's, shout out, I love Faison.
Faison's my nigga, but you asked me if I knew somebody.
Yeah, but you know Faison.
But Dave knew that too, because the night I'm talking about, when I got unbumped, that was the night Dave came down to address that on stage. Faison said, "I don't do no black shows. What's up, niggas?" And then ripped.
I love Faison. One thing I can't say about Faison, he showed me love too. But we always know Faison, he'll say some wild shit.
Yeah,
that's just who he is, though.
Faison he calls himself keeping it a buck. Faison's I'm not a blood, but if Faison's an OG to me, man.
He my OG
that's my
too.
guy.
Hell yeah, I love Faison.
I used to feature for Faison. Faison and I, we chop it up about like, man.
If it's on his heart and
Love
his
is-
mind, he gonna say the shit.
Right now, he might go into some crazy shit too. He got
But it
he
don't
beefs
matter.
with who he got beef with.
Yeah, he beef for who
And
he
I'm
got
not
beef with.
co-signing all of that. I'm not in that beef. But what I will say is, Faison's always been real to me. He's always been a real one
He
to
has
me.
treated me that way as well.
Yeah,
I don't
but
have nothing bad to say. And he showed, and when they was giving out Netflix specials, he said, "Where the funny women at?" And he put me in the list. He was like, "Where Dominique's special?" I was like, "Oh, shout out to Faison.
See?
Thank you, Faison."
But you haven't gotten one.
Not yet.
Are you going to do home team? Is he going to do one?
I don't know.
Okay. Is it the kind of thing where you can't say nothing, or you just don't know? Because I feel like I'm from the school of thought of what we waiting on, and my means have changed, and I would like to
Quite. They have changed. They have changed.
No. But I'm saying we got the capability to shoot. I mean, even this right now, we're shooting this podcast on Sony FX30s.
Yes, we are.
This was a dream for me at one point to have one of these. There's 3. One is being repaired, and we're about to not use these to shoot the pod no more. We're about to shoot the pod on, see these gray ones over here, these PTZ cameras?
That's a camera.
Absolutely. It's a camera that you can, without anybody even in the room, it can point and zoom in on you and give us different shots. So, yeah. And those are 4K. So if this is on now my backup, there is parts of my Netflix special this camera it captures.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you understand lenses and glass, and if you rig this camera up right, these 2 cameras right here, you can shoot a feature film on. And I'm not bullshitting. There's feature films shot on these. So what is we doing? Now you need a theater, you need an audience, you need cameras, and what, we need material?
No, we don't need no material.
We don't need material. We don't need no outfits either. God damn, Dominique, you out here
We
fresh
might
to
need
death,
some outfits.
wearing peep toes.
Peep toes. That shit is funny.
That one, he got
They was
on
like
a
peep toes.
Not the peep toe.
Not the peep
Little
toes.
fashionista.
You gotta kind of look decent, especially in these video times. They'll tear your ass
Yeah, they will
up.
film you
You
and
can
put you
look nice
online.
and they'll still fuck you up.
Yeah.
You be like, that whole outfit, that look nice. They be like, not that goddamn socks, though.
Right.
You be like, come on,
There's
now.
somebody in the comment I just addressed. They're like, damn, he loved that little shiny hoodie. But before I can even get to it, somebody was like, nigga, that's his brand. And I was like, yeah, I got a couple hundred of these, player. These are on sale.
Oh, they gonna tear you up.
I'm going to wear my own shit now.
Yeah, you supposed to. Why wouldn't you? Who doesn't do that? Yeah, they gonna tear
I
you
wonder,
up.
does Dave know he's moving like a mystical wizard and shit? Like, does he know that his behavior is creating legendary stories?
I don't know if he knows.
I feel like
Do legends really, really recognize and know that they're legends? I don't think he knows. I just think he's being himself.
he has to know.
You think
has
he
to-
knows?
Hell yeah! Because what would you do if you knew you affected people in that way? Wouldn't you manufacture it maybe a little bit? You walk up to a family and people like, you guys know which way gate D17 is?
But I'm saying I
And they're
don't
like,
think.
what's that fucking
But I
Dave show
don't.
that?
I'm not a person, Nate, that thinks I don't know because I know how I view myself. So I think people view themselves differently from others.
I get it, but look how he does spots. He'll come, he can do a show, you can't market him, and then boom, Dave Chappelle. Like he has the world tour,
Yeah.
but he'll come and do a little spot. Like he'll do a club my club size and smaller, and he gotta know he's moving like that. Like he's a legend.
He is, but I don't think he thinks about it that way. I don't think it affects him that way. It affects us that way. Because if it affected him that way and he felt like, yeah, I'm this legend, woo, 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 he probably wouldn't be popping in these spots.
True, but if
so-
he right, let's say he does him, and him doing him affects the people, and then the people, because of cause and effect, they react to what they just saw, and he sees that reaction. At some point, you do realize, like, okay, when a motherfucker realizes me, it do something to him.
Okay, but let's say this. Maybe he does recognize it, but it's not anything that he holds on to. It's not a part of who he is. So yes, he recognized, okay, they're happy. They know it's me. And then he's back on just to being himself.
I could see that. Because one night I was in the Dime. You
'Cause
been,
if he
you
did-
been
if
to the
he-
Dime?
What's the dime?
It's a
No.
little dive bar in Hollywood. It holds like 100 people, maybe max. Like, and
I
it's
don't think I've been in there.
it's on Hollywood.
Oh, is it on Cahuenga?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it with Dave.
See what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And so
Yeah.
I'm in there, and bars close at 1:30, 2 o'clock in LA.
And then the little bar right there, then you can
A little
you
bar, and then
stand
there's a
smoke
DJ
and
booth, and you can smoke.
stand right there too. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
I think that's it.
They
Okay.
closed the doors to the public. Whoever was in was in.
Yeah, that's true.
And then Dave was sitting up high, just chilling, he was smoking a cigarette, and then I was like, nigga, this shit is fire. And I know he was just doing him. He wasn't doing anything
That's what I'm
mystical or
saying.
nothing like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if I wouldn't abuse that power just a little bit. I would walk up to somebody smoking, like, you got a lighter? And I know I might have a lighter in my pocket already.
Yeah.
I just want them to be like, oh yeah, let me see what I got. Oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Smoke with
But
them and
I
walk
think-
off. They got a story forever to be like, man, I swear to God, I was standing outside the Denver airport. Dave Chappelle walks up, asks me for a lighter. We smoke, we talk about family. Then he just leaves.
And then he from DC.
Yeah.
So you gotta know our culture too.
Yeah.
He real laid back, he real chill.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna say he's unaffected by who he is. Of course, he knows who he is, but he just take it all in stride. He not really, I think he does know his legend and he does know who he is, but I don't think he's not impressed. I don't think he impressed with it like that.
Okay.
Because that's like almost like the thing we talked about at the top of this.
Yeah.
Like I don't see all that stuff you said. I'm oblivious to those things.
I can see
When
that.
I think about in my head and in myself the things that I want to do and that I have to do.
Yes.
You become oblivious to those things. I'm not saying that I don't feel like I'm good at the craft. I'm not saying that, but the way you describe it and the way some people describe it to me.
Yes.
And even when people tell me, I remember I tore up the club one night. It was a competition. And I think it was McGriff,
Okay.
comedian out of St. Louis. Yeah. He said, remember when I was at that competition? We were in the competition. And he killed it.
Okay.
He killed it.
Yeah.
He killed it. I ain't mean to put that T on there. Killed. He killed it. But he didn't win.
Okay.
And you know, when you're in competition and you don't win, you feel away.
Yeah, you want to win.
You want to win, you know, and especially if you feel like you better than the winner. You like, I did better than
Right.
that. What did they see? He went off. He said, and you walked up to me and said, put them people's furniture down.
He was throwing
He was
shit.
throwing them people's. He went off. He was tearing the room up. He said, you said, put them people's furniture down. For these people start thinking you crazy. You
Right.
ain't gonna get booked nowhere.
Nowhere.
That affected him and that meant something to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just said it being me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was just like, don't know. Because he went off.
You mad right now. I get
I
that.
lost too. I wanted to do the same thing, but I ain't do the shit.
Right. But this
You know
ain't
what I'm
worth it.
saying?
Don't make no
No,
quick
it ain't
mistake.
worth it because where you trying to go.
Yeah.
So people do that to me a lot. Like they'll tell me gems and stuff I dropped on it. Sometimes I don't even remember. You know what I'm saying? And then I'll have a lot of comments. I had one comment. I just think it's just the way you view yourself. I don't think Dave impressed like that. And we know who he is and we know how great he is. So this is what I think.
I agree, but I'm going to take straight from what you just said. When you said, and Dave's from D.C., and we just be cool and we chill like
We
that.
laid back kind of people like
Yes, but I'll say this.
We got some wild banshees, but
But you doing the same thing. You got the epic touch. Because McGriff pulled you to the side to tell you a moment when you were a voice of reason in the middle of his storm
yeah.
that he won't forget. You do the same shit.
But I
You
just
already
ain't want-
moving like the legend you are. Why you saying you don't think that?
That's what I'm saying. That's why
Y'all
I
do,
feel
and
like
DC
he's
comics, y'all know. I did a gig with Tommy Davidson at the Parlor. They have a bathroom at the club for the comics, and Tommy was like, I don't want to use that bathroom.
I'm the same.
He want to
way.
walk across the street.
I
He want to
want-
see the people outside. He want to interact, and people are like, "Oh shit, Tommy Cat."
Yeah, but sometimes I don't want to use the bathroom. I go way back to my hotel. I'm like, I'm not using it. I can't put my shit gonna be dragging on the floor and shit. I gotta work in these clothes after I pee. You know what I mean? I'm going to my room where I can lay my pants
can
on
get
my
active.
bed. I'm not doing that. But we just, we just chill like that. But I think it helps you, not to. I don't think you're supposed to believe your own hype, or if that's the right
It goes
word.
back to what Dave walked up to you and said when you were on the set of Black Jesus.
30
Or
years
30
to
years
life.
to life.
With Tracy Morgan.
He said
Shout out
humility
to
is
them.
free.
It don't cost you nothing. And until people meet you, they think you a certain way. People meet you,
They assume you're gonna be.
yeah. People assume that about me, and I'm like, even the managers at the clubs, Nate, they like, you just so easy. And I'm like, why am I easy? He's like, you don't eat, you don't want nothing to drink.
Yeah, I'm the same way. My rider is like
Yeah.
a black towel and a water. Like I don't need nothing.
I don't need nothing. I don't have no whole bunch of people drinking up y'all top shelf liquor.
yeah.
I don't want to get paid in chicken wings.
Right.
Keep my shit
Yeah, separate.
separate.
Pay me everything I earn.
Everything we
Don't-
discussed
yeah.
and we agreed to.
No,
You ain't
no,
about
I don't
to
want to see
bring me-
nothing on no expense sheet. I didn't do it.
They like you so easy. And I ain't, I don't be all hype like that. I mean, it's work though. It's leisure. What we do is it has a leisure
It's
atmosphere.
fun.
It's fun, but we still here to work.
Yeah.
And I know blacks don't crack, but I ain't young as now. I might appear to be. So I'm chilling.
How you feel?
I feel great.
Well, then that's what matters.
That's all that matters. I feel great.
That's all that
But
matters.
I'm just, like I'm saying, I'm just older now, so some of the stuff I be like, I met Cheryl Underwood was here. So Cheryl was going around to some spot. So
You talking about this weekend?
this weekend. So she was going to
You saw her out?
I saw her out.
Where?
I talked to her on the phone. Some after set.
Mm-hmm.
I saw her over there. And she said, come over. I just went over to speak or come to the little set. I said, okay, yeah, I'll come over there and chit-chat with you. And I was...
At the other comedy club.
No, it was...
She was somewhere else.
It was somewhere else.
Okay.
Somewhere like, I don't know. It looked... I can't even think what the name of
Was it a restaurant?
They sold food, but it was... People seemed like people were partying or something too.
The Elks.
Maybe. I
It
don't
was,
know.
it was when you
It
walked in,
wasn't
it
that
was
far.
wide open with seats on one side,
I
seats on the
never
other.
got in because by the time I got there, she was leaving. I'm just going
Okay.
off what... But the point I'm trying to make is how boring I am. When I called and said I'm on my way, I was so happy. She said, well, I'm getting ready to go. I was like, I'm 5 minutes away. Gave a hug to go back to my room. I was like, thank God, because I ain't even feel like that. I was like, she killed that. I was so happy, Nate. I was like, because I ain't feel like going, oof. That was so good.
That's what's up.
Yeah, so I don't be.
So you and Cheryl are good?
Yeah, we good. I'm good with everybody, though.
But Cheryl came through and did me wild. And so we'll have to sit down and go. Her and I need to chop it up so that we're on the best of
same page and
the best of terms. Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? I understand that the way we do business is based on our experiences in business. Right? But sometimes you can take your bad experiences and apply them to a good situation, and you can mess the new thing up because you worried about what happened before that had nothing to do with the new thing. Damn near like relationships.
Okay.
So I want to sit and chop it up at some point, or I don't, but it needs to happen.
Yeah, it's good. Ain't nothing wrong with healthy conversation.
Yeah, you got to have a healthy conversation.
that's
But it
not
got to be
bad.
the conversation where I want to listen to her in full.
That's
and then
good.
be heard.
That's how conversations work well that way.
Yes.
So many people can't have conversations. I'm going to tell you the worst conversations to me when people can't let you make your point. Like, soon as you start talking, they start talking. I'm like, I listened to everything you had to say. And then before I could finish 2 words, now your ass is talking. We're not effectively communicating. And we big-ass grown people, and we not effectively communicating. So I think healthy conversation is good.
Yeah, one of my pet peeves is when the rhythm of the conversation gets to where as soon as I open my mouth, you open yours.
That's basically, I guess, what I'm saying.
It
the
is.
same thing.
But I was watching a TED Talk about, because I'm a communications major, but I was watching a TED Talk where the guy was talking about like true quality listening. He said like 99% of people in a conversation will listen to the other person's first 10% to 25% of what they're saying. Either they do know where the person is saying, or they do know the direction they're going, or they assume that they do. Then they start building what they're going to say next. And while that person is talking, all they're doing in their head is thinking of that thought that they're trying to say.
Right.
Did you see me earlier pivot? I was gonna say something. You're like, no, but you go ahead. And I was like, nope. What I was gonna say out the window. I want to know more about what you just said.
Yeah, but people, they and so you're not communicating effectively because you already got your answer ready.
Right.
Let me finish what the hell I'm saying, and then you don't know what I'm about to say. You
Right.
thinking you know what I'm about to
Right.
say. Because that's how controlling your ass is. Let me finish what I'm saying and then say whatever you have to say. Because I don't have an answer for you in my head about anything until you finish what you're going to say. I don't know what direction you're going in. Even if I think something, you might turn and say something totally off the wall. So I think good conversations on.
You're a good listener.
Yeah, listen.
And I pride myself on that same thing. But here's the thing. I'll say this. One of the things I've been able to do a long time, even as a little kid, was I'm intelligent, and in a conversation, I can effectively know which way somebody's going or what they're going to say. A lot of times before we even talk, I have gone through every logical strain and I've overthought it.
See, I don't be doing none of
No,
that.
I
Nate.
do that. And so, but this is the thing. So what he was saying in the TED Talk that really stuck out to me was like, even if you do that, true listening is having enough respect for who you're talking to patiently sit, even though you have the point, even though you have the checkmate in your hand. The next thing is patiently sit and let them get that thing out.
Let them get it out.
Yeah.
Let them get it out.
Yeah. And I didn't always be like that, especially if there was emotion behind it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you don't always have to answer right away. Because sometimes when I'm listening, sometimes I have to take a pause. Especially if you say some crazy shit, I'll be like, okay. And this motherfucker playing with me. So let me see how I'm going to address this. Very diplomatically. Because I want to scream the shit I'm about to say right now. But I'm going to sit here and say, okay, this what I think. Yeah, because you ain't about to be. But I don't mind listening. I hear you all the way out.
You strike me as the type of person that while
Because I already,
somebody's...
this what I do know.
What?
Before the conversation start, I know your character, so I already know if you full of shit or not already.
Right.
But so I'm going to listen. I'm going to be like, okay, maybe it's Easter. Maybe it might come from, it's Resurrection Sunday. Maybe you might come from somewhere different.
Right. I'll give you a chance because you may come from a different place.
But
you
I
need
will
to do a
listen
scene where you could just be listening to somebody and you know they saying some bullshit. And the viewer of the scene knows they're saying some bullshit. And you sitting there actively listening. And it pans down to you loading a revolver.
You kidding me. This is some kind of joke. I thought I told jokes.
Oh,
so,
man.
yeah, I do listen. I don't mind. I hear you out. Some people don't like you to listen, though. You can tell when people don't like you to listen because they say, you listening to me? Yeah, I ain't saying shit. What you think?
No.
I'm looking you right in your eyes. Yeah. They be uncomfortable with that silence. People don't like silence. And it works that way on stage, too. Some comics, if it get too quiet, they get to losing. They are losing.
Yeah.
That silence, they be like, oh, they staring at me now.
Right. I got to fill this space with something.
I got to say something.
Yeah.
And then it usually be some bullshit anyway. Bogus.
That's so DC.
That's
bogus.
It's bogus.
Well, look, listen. Speaking of listening, y'all need to listen to Dominique tell you where she's going to be at next, where you can catch her, where she'll be live, where you can catch her online. Tell them where you're going to be. Look right down the pipe of that camera and talk to them people.
Okay, so May the 2nd through the 3rd, I'll be in Cincinnati at the Cincinnati Funny Bone. Mother's Day weekend, May the 9th through the 10th, I'll be at the Hartford Funny Bone in Hartford, Connecticut. And May the 24th through the 25th, I'll be at the Tampa Improv. It might be the Funny Bone because some of the names have changed. So it might be the Funny Bone, but you know what I'm kind of talking
Tampa's
about.
a Funny Bone now.
Tampa the Funny Bone. Okay, so all Funny Bones. I'll be at the Tampa Funny Bone then. And then, I was getting ready. I don't even remember that one, so I can't say it.
I just pulled mine out.
Yeah, I can't even really say. Come check me out. Come get your laugh on with me.
The way you demand respect from people or the way you demand to be spoken to, dealt with, talked to, touched or not touched is you move with grace. And so those are the roses that I'm going to bestow over there upon you today. Second sponsor of today's episode.
Brother.
Yeah. Second sponsor of today's episode is Hims. Hims is designed for the man in your life. Fellas, if you have any questions regarding weight loss, having better sex, regrowing your hair, tackling your anxiety, having longer sex, or just in general want to look into smoothing your skin, please go to hims.com, sign up so you can eat healthy, get strong. You can even find nutritional protein pack recipes in the Hims app. So get the app where they have all kinds of things about weight loss, down to your GLP-1s. And it's more than a plan. Go to hims.com and change your life today. Can somebody go let my Pakistani in? With that said, Dabrina's Guide to Courtship, modern courtship.
Yes.
What are we doing wrong?
First, can I just say thanks for the roses? I just love that.
Oh, you're welcome.
I appreciate little bro. Oh my goodness, what are we doing wrong? It's the Wild West out there, sir. We Mad Maxing it. It's out of control. It's crazy. It's crazy. There's not much we're doing right. That would be a shorter list.
Okay. I see the craziness for sure.
Yeah.
I'm in it.
Well, see, the thing is, part of the problem is and that's why I call it Dabrina's modern courtship, right? Because, in the days of the royal court, and you had women in those days that were not able to work, they didn't work, and all of their income, their standing in society was linked to their husband. So we still have some old, outlandish, old English style stuff since we're a colony of Europe that is still showing up in how we date. And we need a modern way to date that works for the current reality, because now women are working, women may out earn the man, and we still have these crazy expectations as if we are not working and we have to judge a man by his earnings, and we call him a high value man based upon his income. And so I have a different approach to dating that is a win-win. And I actually introduced this years ago, but it now has become even more relevant. And, there's a lot of craziness out there about if you start with coffee, for example, that's a low effort date. But what we got to understand is we got to start small and grow to bigger and more involved dates, and not come out the gate where men are paying hundreds of dollars and women paying hundreds of dollars. So it's a really simple approach. It's a win-win. It's honorable, and it works.
My question.
Yes.
Does it work if all parties don't know about it? Does that make sense? Because if we know everything is crazy,
yeah,
and then you pop in this new discourse, this new mentality towards dating,
yeah,
and only one segment of society is like, I'm going to do it Dabrina's way. Mm-hmm. Does it work well enough to, still prevail? And if I give you a kite to fly and say, this is how you fly a kite, can you then go into a storm with it and it still flies regular?
Well, what happens is when you go on a date, a man wants you to be happy. He wants to go someplace you're going to like. That's why he will often ask you, where would you like to go? So in that same way, when a woman understands Dabrina's modern courtship, she can redirect. So if he's used to doing dinner because he knows that gets points with the ladies, he's used to doing dinner at a very expensive place because he knows that gets points with the ladies. A woman that has come through Dabrina's Love Academy that now understands this notion of energy units, which we can talk about later, she knows that you start getting acquainted with someone and getting to know someone where you start with a lesser number of energy units, and over time, you continue to increase those number of energy units. So you start with a lower energy date for both folks, not lower effort, just lower energy. So the woman that has done Dabrina's courtship, modern courtship, can say, hey, yeah, going to dinner a little later down the road sounds great. Let's start with, and then she redirects it to a lower energy unit start.
Okay. I hear you.
Okay.
But I think what you're saying, because it's including this concept of energy units,
yes,
we have to explain that as a prerequisite.
Okay.
At least for me to understand it.
Okay.
So what are you talking about when you're talking about
So when I
units?
talk about, because when I was coming up with this, and this goes back to, 2009, when I started doing Love Academies around the country, and especially when I was writing my book, The Love Lies, I needed a way to help people understand what I was talking about, right? So I said, I need for some people, they're really analytical. So I need a way to explain this way of creating gradations in the getting acquainted process.
Gradation.
So gradations.
Gradations.
No, gradations.
Like a gradient, like steps.
Yeah, but there's also word like gradations.
Okay.
Too. Yeah, and there's gradient. That's different. But I hear you, bruh.
Is it the same thing?
Well, gradations is like how stair steps gradually go upward.
Right.
You're right. So a gradient is the slope of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So creating a way to get engaged that has gradations to it. That's A. There's
levels. There's
levels
to
and
this.
steps. Levels and steps. And secondly, you start at lower levels of energy output for both parties. So money is a form of energy output. Touch, time. So starting where those are low and continuing to incrementally increase the energy units. So that includes starting with a date where the number of money energy units is low. Because in 1 hour, if you're going to tea, coffee, or smoothie with a lady, in 1 hour if you want to be back in her company again, and she knows in 1 hour if she wants to be back in your company again. That's 60 time energy units for you, 60 time energy units for her, and maybe $25. You both got a smoothie and a pastry or something. So then the next time you get together, if you both decide you want to get together again, now, instead of it being a 1 hour, it might be 90 minutes. So now we're upping the energy units. It might be lunch now instead of just a smoothie. But what happens when you have those gradations slope up slowly It truly gives you a chance to get to know the other, if in fact that's what we're trying to do. If really the truth is we're trying to do something else and not being truthful about it, it might not work. But if we're truly trying to get to know the other, it supports that. If after that first date with a lower number of energy units, there wasn't a click, there wasn't a mutual, hey, yeah, let's see each other again, then you're only a few energy units in. No one feels used. You're not out of $180. You're not out of 3 hours because you had appetizer, then entree, then dessert, then you went somewhere after. And the other thing that happens is when you start with the energy units high, let's call it start at the high dive instead of the 3-foot end of the swimming pool and graduate to it, what happens is you have a lot of ghosting that happens. You have, and you also feel dishonored. If a man, for example, outlaid $180, you can't get a refund on that. I've started joking with women. I said, I'm gonna put a red button on your head that says refund. And at the end of the night, if you weren't a great date, a man gets to push it and he gets his money back. I said, would you be a great date? Would he push the refund button, or would he say, I enjoyed your company, I enjoyed how I feel when I'm with you, and I would love to spend some time with you again? Not that you'd verbalize it that way, but
that's a great concept.
Yeah.
And I don't get to see you again if I hit refund. Am I okay with that? I would rather have my money and my time back from this experience than whatever you thought this was.
Right.
Also, another thing that doesn't happen, and I thought you were leading up to that. You're saying that the benefits of this concept of keeping the low points, but it also keeps our expectations down, because there's a direct correlation to how much a man is spending.
Come on now.
To how much nut a man want to bust.
There we go.
For lack of better words.
Yeah.
Because if I spend, let's say the bill's $100, I'm like, it might not go down tonight, but I just made, this is an appointment now. You owe me some pussy.
I call it pussy energy units, by the way.
I appreciate that. You owe me some pussy.
Hey.
And how much time, how much money, how much effort, how much energy, how much listening to some shit that does not directly speak to my soul am I sitting through before I'm like, okay, some pussy, please. And it's lopsided, because now that I'm in a space where I have the perception that I have some money, women will pull and pull and pull at my energy, my time, my effort. They want.
Yeah.
Ain't giving up nothing. Ain't giving up nothing. And need money for stuff. I need to. If, they may not ask, but they'll tell you what's tight in their life.
Right.
And leave the platform open for you to offer.
Yeah.
Right. But ain't nobody talking about no pussy.
Right.
Even an old hoe would say, "Girl, give him some pussy first and then ask." What the hell?
Yeah, there's a lot of using going on, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There's a lot of using. And one of the things I was going to say a few minutes ago to your point is when you start with high energy units out of the gate, the only place you can go is higher and higher. And by the third date, usually there is some pussy and penis coming together. And that's usually way too soon. You might not even know the person's middle name. And as much as we say casual sex and it's cool, it really is not working for our mind, our body, our spirit, our soul as humans. We're not made that way.
I think you got to put the same amount of respect on the dick as you do the pussy. Because you said
yes,
pussy and penis. Like, you go pussy and give it all that strength. But then for the dick, you just call it a penis, like we at a doctor's office. Turn your head and cough, sir. Let me see your penis.
Okay, you prefer pussy and dick. Okay.
Yeah, put some respect on it.
All right.
Give it some plurifiers.
Here we go.
It's a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm spending bucks.
Right.
Give me
But
some
you're right.
pussy.
But you're right. Then it changes the expectation, right? Because if a man is out of all this money energy units, these money, which is real energy, his hard-earned money that you now have been able to lay claim to by the food you ordered and the wine you ordered or whatever else is involved, then it creates an imbalance, because you're not going to tend to be out of money if he's the kind of man that wants to pay for the date.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's a win-win. And when I do Mentality, which is my men-only love relationships course, and I introduce this to them, or a man has a date with a woman who's been introduced to Dabrina's Modern Courtship, they love it. I've never had a man say, no, Dabrina, I want to spend more money in the first date when I don't even know what kind of woman she is.
You're not going to.
So, yeah, they love it because they get to start at lower money energy units, and then a woman feels there's less pressure. It's a win for everybody. Then if it doesn't work out, nobody has to feel crunchy. Nobody has to ghost each other. It's like, hey, it's been rich. It was an hour and some smoothie. You're good. So
Here's another button that should go on the forehead.
okay, yes. What's
You
another
have a
one?
refund button.
Okay.
You have a good date, no
And a
refund.
great date.
Okay, great date, no money back. You can spend more time with me.
Yes.
How about this one? I will give you more money to just fuck and you go away. That's a button that got to be up there because that's what's wrong with the game right now, that there are women who are legitimately monetizing their bodies. It's just not direct cash. They're like, how fancy is the date? How good of a time am I having? What kind of food did I eat? Am I getting to take some home? Do I get a purse? Do I get a thing? And then you for sure can have some butt. You can have it, sir. I might not ever call you
Pussy
again.
energy units.
Yeah, but it's for sale.
But is that, and then you just have serial dating.
Yeah, but ask women, just the same way we asked you, are you a good date and worth a refund button? Have you been on a date, or fellas, have you been on a date where you're like, this ain't gonna go nowhere, but the reason I wanted to be on this date, or at least what a part of it, like I would have loved to appreciate this woman for her mind, body, soul, spirit, and pussy, but all that other shit has deteriorated. But that ass is still fat. So I've already paid $200 for this ridiculously priced date. I'm already out of the money. I'm already out of the time. Tell you what, for $600, I don't want to hear from you no more, but I still get that pussy. Would you press that button? Ladies, would you be surprised if you're sitting on a date across from a man? Do you feel objectified, or where you're like, I know he's going to try to, you know what I'm saying? He would rather pay me 3 times this date to just have me and never talk to me again. And if that's the going rate, why not just say that? Save everybody time and stress and pressure.
Well, that's going on too.
Oh man, it's
right?
ridiculous. They're
It's
for
going
sale,
on too,
Debrina.
and it's terrible. But that's the transaction mode so many of us are in. But it is not working. I mean, we can say it is short term. It might be if all we're about is trying to get some pussy and dick together. But that's really.
Wait, hold on.
But that's
or just some money and a come up. There's women out here that don't pay for dinner,
right.
nor do they have the funds to eat the way that they're eating on their dates.
Right.
They would not go.
That's
to
why I say
even
using
Bahama
men.
Breeze by
Using
themselves.
men. Absolutely. Using men. And
then the whole time they're going on all them dates, they got a bottom. They got a guy that they've been dealing with for years that they're not going to take serious, but they have been physical with.
Yep.
They'll go on a $300 date with you, waste all your time, money, and energy, and at the end of the night when they get home, he's already in the parking lot sitting there playing with his phone. All right, you made it home from your date, I'm coming up. And that's the name of the game. Any woman is like, I need a roster. I'm not going to be empty-handed. And that's what's wrong now. Women are like, I don't see a man in this market for me. How are you in a market with over 440,000 people in it talking about ain't no men here?
Right.
But you have the audacity to say you can make your perfect man up with 3 or 4 people. I got a guy that is a giver and he'll do acts of service for me. So if my washer breaks down or I get a flat tire, I know who to call. I got a guy as crazy as a motherfucker. So if something needs to go to the escalation of violence, you can call him and he'll come through tearing up shit. You got a guy who you know will blow your back out anytime you call him. He's the one with the least amount of money. Then you got a guy with some money who will rain and shower gifts. And this is who you're the closest to and spending the most time with around birthdays, anniversaries, holidays, gift-giving days. That's who you're warming up. You're texting him the most because you want to get some good gifts. Then you got your fat guy who's always going out to eat and does not mind you in his company and will feed you until you're the same size as him. Then you got your super fun guy who's always...
Are we at number 6? We're already at number 6, guy.
This guy knows what's
Most women ain't got a roster like this, by the way. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, they might not have it this extensive or it's 2 people, but you got the guy that you know you can text him like, what's cracking? What's going on? Right? Then you got a guy you'll never be intimate with. This is your gay friend. This is who you just confide in, and you kind of get a lens of the man's mentality by talking to your gay friend. But he gay. Y'all both like dick. Okay? Then you got another guy. This is not somebody you're dating at all. This is a confidant or a family member or an uncle or a cousin or somebody who weighs in on all the men, and how come nobody is worth your time or energy, effort, or whatever. And they second with you not finding or settling with anyone. Here's another one you got. You don't even actively pursue or talk to this person, but this is someone who acts like a boyfriend when you're around them. They're your work husband, work boyfriend. This is a person who you would not marry. You don't see yourself being with them, but you keep them in a friend zone, and they're just in your life, always around. But you will
Glad
never,
to help you out.
Yeah, you have no interest in ever being intimate, but you won't release this person to go find the better person for them. But you don't want to be empty-handed, so you keep this person strung along. And after a big relationship breaks up or something, this is the first person you call. Hey, take me out. Let's go do something. You ain't even thinking about getting no nothing. You just want to go out and be
Shoulder to cry on.
Shoulder to cry on. And he trying to turn it into something more than that, and you know he is.
Right.
And you're just establishing boundaries with him.
He's hoping.
And then when you get home from the date with him, you call Mr. Back Blowout, and he comes through. Ain't seen you in a couple years, but I got that same dick for you. Well, where you been? Oh, with my family, my kids. But he's there for you. This is a guy you've been smashing since senior year of high school. Y'all been smashing 14 years, off and on. You might go the full summer smashing like crazy, then stop, then 2 years go by, you don't, then you bump into each other, then right back at it like it never stopped. This is where we're at right now.
Yeah.
With the women.
Sad commentary.
So if a man is going to say, I want to be serious about courtship, it takes an evolution, a growth, and a maturity
Absolutely.
to say, I don't need a bunch of bitches. Because, a man that's in that same player element is going to be like, I got one with crazy titties. I got one with a crazy ass. I got one she got money and she spoils me. I got one that, you know what I'm saying, can suck a penny off the ocean floor from the surface of the ocean. I got one who can cook her ass off. I'm ever hungry. I'm talking 3 a.m. I can have literally a 3-course meal. She will get up and make it for me. Right? You'll never take her out. She too big to be out in public with you. You embarrassed.
Whew.
But she will get up and clang them pots and pans together for you. And sometimes that be the same, some of them traits to be the same, but you juggling too. So when you have that evolution of growth as a man, and you're like, I would like to focus my energy on one woman at a time, herein lies where this could potentially be a solution. But we're lost right now.
We are.
And the reason we're lost right now is because everybody's acting like they're doing this already.
Doing what already?
Your version of this.
Oh, no, we're not.
Yes. The ones that aren't, it's blatant. Right? Like, it's blatant. Like, I went on a date with a young lady some time ago. I told you about it. And I said I wasn't going to make this about the stuff I like, but this directly applies.
Okay.
I went to pick her up to go on a date. We didn't know where the date was going to be. We just knew we wanted to get a bite to eat.
Okay.
I'm dressed wearing a Seattle Seahawks jersey and some jeans, thinking we're going to maybe Joey's at South Center at the nicest of that we're going.
Yeah.
We end up at Bellevue Square, and we are going up no less than 2 elevators and 4 escalators, damn near to heaven. And the higher we go, the clientele I see coming down is wearing nicer stuff. Tuxedos.
Yes.
Gowns.
Yes.
I'm underdressed the higher we go up into this building. I'm like, where are we going?
And I know where you're talking about.
Was it called Ascend?
Yes.
It's called Ascend.
For a reason.
Because it's at the top of the place. And also the prices ascend.
Ascend,
I'm talking about a $45 plate of yellowtail sashimi on white rice as a pre-appetizer before you're even seated in the seat you're going to be. You come in and they seat you on one side. And would you guys like a starter just to hold you? And she's like, yeah, let me get the yellowtail sashimi. No menu. I'm like, oh, you've been here before. Right?
That's the place you go where you're not paying, by the way,
People
if you're
are
a woman.
proposing in the background.
Yeah, that's anniversary proposals.
It's the nicest, and it overlooks the entire city. It's got a skyline. You can see the sunset. And so I was like very underdressed and already being smashed over the head by appetizer. And I have the money. I'm fine. I can handle whatever this young lady was going to throw at that menu or that waiter. I can handle. But at a point, I'm like, oh, we're fucking after this. This is okay. Because this is a car note that you just ordered.
Right.
And I know you ain't got the money like that.
Right.
You're stunning, you're beautiful, you're gorgeous, you have a good head on your shoulders, but you're using all your powers for evil right now, bitch.
Yes.
So, $45 plate of yellowtail sashimi, and then ma'am, would you like some champagne or wine? Yeah, oh sure. We are at $75
And
before
haven't even
we have a seat yet.
haven't even gone to the dining room.
Then we're in the dining room and it continues. She orders like she's got somebody's black card.
And I
for
was
the night.
upset with you too.
No, I was upset with me too.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to punk out
But-
as we're going up all these escalators to be like, I'm sorry, we need to go back
Now
down.
the thing is you also because
we
you know
walked past 30 restaurants.
right, but and I
30 restaurants.
and I asked you about that, and you didn't. This was your first time going to this particular place at
This
that
was
time.
my first time going on a
right?
date with her.
And I'm like, oh, she got you. She got you.
Bopped over the head.
Yes.
And so I'm like, well,
All
damn,
out of order.
If you don't like me at all, say that. Don't just come and have this full
Use
meal
my
and-
money.
Yeah. And we weren't even to the seats yet. And some of the conversation we were having, I was like, we're not equally yoked. Like, you're not who I would want to be my wife or the bearer of my children based on the conversation we're having already. Like, she was a lesbian in her last relationship. The reason she was in this state in this market was to pursue love with this woman. So I'm like, are you bisexual now or what's going on with that? Because that's a spirit that you have. You like women. And so what's up with that?
Right.
And I am dating men because I do want children, and that's obviously impossible if I'm with women. I'm like, so you just want to have a kid and then run back to women?
You just want a sperm donor? What?
So what are we doing? And why are you? We're $100 in here. We didn't have to do this if you want to practice having kids.
Right.
All that goddamn ass. We could have just went. we could have still been lower, way a lot less escalators.
Down on the first floor, yes.
So I'm finding out like what her motivation for being on that date is and my motivation for being on that date. I also did not feel like she found me as attractive as I found her.
Okay.
Right? Because the candlelight, she was just a beautiful woman.
Yes.
I'm talking, she walks in and turns heads. She caught my eye at a brunch and she was dressed like she was about to go hoop. I said, God damn. I'm talking about bad. I'm talking about you're at a Mary J. Blige concert and look up to section 301 and go, who the fuck is that? She's that bad. But is she going to use that? Women are monetizing their beauty. That's where we're at now. Yeah. Because if she's wrong for that, and I would tell that to my own nieces or anybody that had any influence over how they behave. Do not use somebody liking you. Don't use them.
Well, it's a user. We have been reduced, and we've reduced it to a user culture.
Yes, but here's the only thing I want to make to it is it's fine to go to Ascend if you regularly go to Ascend. In my opinion, if that's how you eat, if this is the lifestyle you always maintain and hold, then if I'm stepping into your world, that's just how we're going to move now, fine. Ascend was a lot for me and a lot for this young lady. When I say a lot, I mean like a rare outing.
Yes.
Right?
Right.
Had I been courting Oprah, Ascend is like, bring out the sashimi. Like it's nothing to Oprah.
Yes.
Now it's like, okay, now I'm in her normal. But you're behaving abnormal because you're in my wallet.
Right.
And you know already.
Yep.
You have no intention of me benefiting energy from it.
Yep.
Any form of energy.
Right.
We're not talking about money over the date where I could possibly make some money to replace what we just did or
none of that.
Also, you're taking up my time so I can't be making money at the time of hustling. You ain't never had the intention of giving me no pussy. And then what else is there?
Right.
There was a lack of physical touch. There was a low connection. There was, you know what I'm saying? Other than
I
being
understand.
absolutely
Yes,
beautiful
that's why I was upset with you.
And thicker than a mother. But again, I was okay with going to Legion and there's a lot of night. Bellevue is there's a lot of restaurant choice. We walked through a restaurant court.
Yes, a food court. You have to go through a food court to get to Ascend.
We went through a food court. We could have stopped and got any delicacy from anywhere.
Right.
From halal to Korean bibimbap.
Yep.
And
Tex-Mex, everything. Whatever you want.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, Vietnamese, you got it.
I'm slowing down. I'm starting to look for a seat. She's like, oh no, we're still going up. Okay. We passed another restaurant.
Yep.
Oh no, we're still going up. I said, girl, where are we going to see Jesus?
And she knew how to get there because it's like a damn labyrinth to get to Ascend. She's been there before and she has never paid when she's gone. You got taken, bro.
Never looked for a sign. Never. Here's the thing. My car is complicated. I have a BMW i7. And the way to get in and out of it is not normal. Like, you don't just grab the door and there's a handle there. You press a button in front of your kneecap in front of you, and then the door pops open. When I picked her up and we got out of the restaurant, I'm talking 10 times out of 10, somebody's like, okay, how do I get out of here? She was like, boop. And when I picked her up, she was like, boop, bop, 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 and the seat started massaging her. I was like, okay, who the fuck's car have you been in?
Okay.
And that's fine if that guy got some pussy, because now you feel comfortable. Now it's the same kind of car, different guy. What we doing? Now I'm trying to figure. And here's the thing, ladies, you got to understand. A man will want the world. He'll even when we see you and we want to go out, unless he's just a stone cold dog, he wants everything. He sees a whole future with you. Why waste his time? He could be playing video games with his boys or doing something that he wants to do. You're gonna put all that down to go out with you. This is about more than just some pussy. If this is a mature man. When you fuck the date up, or you're so one way that's opposite, like, he's like, well, at the least I'm gonna do is get some ass.
Because you're looking, and the reason is because you are looking to balance out the energy units.
Yes.
So it does not work. That's why the way we've been dating, I don't care what we say, what we've reduced it to is not working. It's not working for the women, and it's not working for the men. Now, if you're just talking about, buying some dick and buying some pussy, and if that's what we're doing now, saying that's okay and that works for our mind, our body, our spirit, our soul, and that's what we're doing, it's a lie. So if we really, and really it does take a complete overhaul of how we've been doing it. I agree with you, bro, on that. It's going to take a revolution and an evolution. But we can do it. I really believe we can. And the reason I say that is because I have seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women graduate from my Love Academy, and I've seen them go out into the dating world and have a completely different experience after learning Dabrina's Modern Courtship and understanding how to be a great date, that button you talked about, right? Not just a good date, a great date. And being a great date isn't about how much money a man outlays. It's not about, did you go to Ruth's Chris Steakhouse or did you go to Chipotle? It's about, what is his experience when he's with you? And does he want to be in your energy again? And you don't need to be out of $180 or $350, or for you at Ascend, my goodness, it's probably up there near $420, because I knew how much it was when we went there with a group of us. And so you don't need that outlay of money to know that. So it's a complete redirect. It's about being more truthful. It's about coming out of this sick, toxic swirl of what dating has been reduced to, and it's coming back into a more honoring way to do it, and it's a win-win, and we're either going to do it or we're going to not do it and keep having anger and fallout and treating each other like enemies. And I mean, it's a trip at where things have been reduced to now, the amount of anger between men and women. And a lot of it is how we have been doing this dating, because that's where it starts. You date and then you perhaps go on to be engaged, and you perhaps go on to be married. So the way we've been dating has been so dishonorable, and it's gotten reduced to being a user transaction, and it ain't working no matter how cute we want to make it sound.
So how do we fix it? Because there is you reap. It's beneficial.
You reap what you sow. Yes.
I get you reap what you sow.
Yeah.
But the reason they're users is because they benefit from it. Somebody done came through with the rent money.
Yeah, short term. Well, I'll tell you how because I've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell you how because I've been doing it.
Tell them
because
how.
Because men want to please us. Men want a woman who is fun. Men want to experience a woman who's a great date. It's not that complicated.
When I said tell them how, did you receive that as tell the women or tell the audience?
I'm talking to women right now.
Okay.
Because if a man wants to please you, and at this moment we still tend to look to a man to outlay the money to cover the date, right? Even though we may make the same amount or I may make more than you. However, we still will look to a man to pay, and nothing's wrong with that. Okay? I'm not saying there's anything inherently wrong with that. But what keeps it, I won't even say fair, what keeps it balanced, because you're not outlaying money energy units. And as women, we got to be aware of what is equal exchange. So being a great date, for example, not just a good date, but a great date. And when you're a great date, a man will let you know, because he also will want to see you again. And he's not going to say, I'll give you a call tomorrow. He's trying to lock it up and lock it in and get it set while he's still in your company, if you're a great date. And so I have hundreds of women that have come through my Love Academy, and I introduced them to Debrina's Modern Courtship. Okay, let me share with you the premise. It's really about getting to know each other, not just in theory, not just in word, but for real. So there's a way that you engage. There is a process for which you engage. It's really simple and it's win-win. And so I'm excited to be able to say that absolutely shifts can be created, because men respond to us. So if a woman understands Debrina's Modern Courtship and he says, hey, would you like to go to dinner? And she says, yes, at some point, let's start with, that will cause his eyebrows to raise, because most women are trying to get to dinner on the first date at a nice place and with more of his money outlaid. So it's a completely different paradigm. I love that word, a completely different paradigm. And it's going to take some unlearning, some undoing of this old transaction way we've been doing dating, and this user, excuse me, this user culture that we've devolved to. But the good news is we can learn a new way, because it feels good, it's honorable, it's win-win, and there's
But
at least
again, does feeling honorable? Is honor a stronger impetus, a stronger effect than the come up of using?
Well, see, we can do things, but that doesn't mean that there's not a consequence. It doesn't mean that there's not a toll. That doesn't mean that there is not residue. That doesn't mean that there's not damage done. So while we are doing the user culture, we can say what we want. We can put words on it to make it sound good and call it casual sex and call it this, and well, men do it, and so we do it, and all that. And it is literally shredding us on the inside. I don't care what anybody says. I'm sitting here dealing with hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women and tens and tens and tens and tens of men. So the way we have been doing it has not been working.
Hold on. Tell me about these. What's the other side of it?
Of which part?
What's the downside of all the using? Because right now, somebody
you can
listening
have
to this is going to be like, girl, my rent is paid off these niggas. I'm going to keep running it up.
Here's the downside. Sir, I just took a pregnancy test, and what? I mean, and that's happening.
They monetize that.
Left and right.
Hey, give me $5,000 and I won't have a baby. That happened to my homeboy.
So the using continues.
Right. So
yeah, the using breeds more using.
So why not do it? What are you saying are the consequences of it, other than some moral?
I'm going to tell you, there's.
Oops, a baby. What? Like
even if a woman says, "Give me $5,000, I won't have the baby," or "I'm going to have this baby and you pay me this much in child support," that is not the condition, no matter how cute she may make it sound, that she wants. That she has a child, and now instead of having a real man who helped her make this baby and then raising this child, that she just gets some Benjamins with some symbols on it. That is not what she wants. Now, she may finagle for that, but that's not what she wants. And that's not how she's made. That's not how her spirit is created. That's not how her heart is created. None of her is created for that to be your go-to, like single mother, but just give me dollars and that's going to be sufficient. No. Or buy the baby expensive clothes and that's going to be sufficient. No, it isn't. Now, you might be trying to make the most of the situation, but that is not the situation you want to be in. You might try to make it sound glamorous. Well, girl, he pays me. And that's really a lie to say that really truly works for you, because it doesn't. And it doesn't, and it doesn't, and it doesn't. So we get to be more truthful. This is going to require us being truthful. And I'm, and I'm talking to the women. I'm going to give you an example. Like, in Love Academy, I will ask women, so tell me, what is it you want in a man?
And what they say?
Well, every woman has a what she wants in a man list, and the list sounds just the same. She wants a man who loves God. She wants a man who is financially independent. She wants a man who's honest, who has humor. It's the same. Loves his mama. I could take that same list and take it to any major city. I'm talking black folks here. Any major city, and the list looks exactly the same. And if a woman has been told to be clear, be clear, be clear, her list will be longer. But then I say to the women, and most women, they do want to be in a long-term committed, what I call juicy relationship. And many of us want to be in a long-term juicy covenant marriage relationship. So that same woman who has 11, 12, 15 things on her list, and she knows that list in and out. And I will say, okay, sis, so now since you got 15 on your list of what you want in a man, I need you to rattle off 15 characteristics and qualities that would make you an asset.
How many?
However many are on her list, I give her that same number back. So if she has 12 on her list, give me 12 back. How are you an asset?
Okay.
And that's when they stumble, fumble, and mumble, because the whole dating culture is about treating the man as a commodity, saying, here's the requirements I have of him. The same woman who might say, I want a man who's financially sound. And I'll say, well, hon, how much do you have in your savings? And where is your credit score right now? And, I said, so there's so much hypocrisy. And I'm working with the women because I'm working to help us get straightened out. That's who I'm putting most of my energy into. And then I also do a lot of work with brothers who are ready to come out of the mess. But in terms of numbers, I'm working mainly with women. And just to be a woman who's speaking truthfully to them, where their arguments and their defensiveness and all that doesn't fly with me.
You break that down.
Oh, absolutely.
That's that grace I was talking about when I was giving you them roses.
Oh, thank you, honey.
Right.
So then I will say to the women, so share with me, you got 12 on your list you want him to have, and he has to be at a 10. He can't be on the way to financial independence. He can't be on the way to loving God. He got to be at a 10. I said, but when's the last time you sat down and actually had some sacred prayer time with you and God? So much hypocrisy. So I'm able to call it out using their list, first of all, and then I'm able to say, okay, now share with me 12 ways you're an asset to a man.
You bring it to the table.
Which is different, because now we think material when we think bring to the table.
Not necessarily. I look at that metaphorically, but I can't.
Because let me tell you
the average thinker.
Let me tell you something.
I can't speak for the average thinker when they hear that, but metaphorically, I hear what you bring in.
But what women will tend to go to, that's why I don't use that language. What do you bring to the table? I don't use that language ever, 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 because what she'll start to rattle off is all her Western American achievement career stuff. Well, I have 2 houses, and she's going to start bringing all her material and career achievements to the table. And when we're talking about a relationship, a love relationship, ultimately, that is not what keeps it together, and that's not what makes it juicy. And
Nor
so that's
is that what men are seeing as attractive.
Yeah, that's right. So when she starts rattling all that stuff off, like, beating her chest, that's bring that extra masculine energy, which is going to repel against his masculine energy. So I don't use the language, what do you bring into the table? Because then they'll kick in to that, well, I have this and I have that and I have that. And that ain't working for us. So when I say, tell me how you're an asset, it requires them to move into a different part of their brain and say, wait, hold up. She's not asking me what I bring to the table. Oh, I got an answer for that. I can give you 15 things. But when I say, how are you an asset? Do you know how a man is made? Do you know how a spirit works? Do you know how a man ticks? Tell me what makes you an asset. Now, that same chick who could rattle off 15 things when the question was, what do you bring to the table? I build the table and all that stuff. Then she's fumbling, mumbling, stumbling, silent, because no one has asked her that question. And then I say, and do you know what to a man would be perceived as an asset? Oh, then she gets doubly confused because she's been talking to other women about men, not to men about men.
Preach.
Do you hear me?
Absolutely.
That's why in Love Academy, my highest level called Preparation for Partnership, I have a man panel. And the reason all the men say to me when I ask them, friends that are married, friends that are divorced, single men, I like diversity, men from 25 up to 65, they all say yes right away, because I tell them I've already prepped my students to close their mouths and ask you questions and listen. And as soon as I say, I'm in, because they're so used to the rebuke, the rebuttal, the argument, the talking over,
combative,
defensive, and defensive. And a man just answer the question, and then you going to try to change his mind when he told you his answer. So that's why I say, before the man panel starts, ladies, you get to ask questions, and that's it. If a man says something and you need clarification, you can ask a question to be sure you're clear. But we're not having arguments. And that's not how my students roll anyway, because they know I don't roll that way. But most women, and a lot of women have even broken down in tears after the man panel, and we release the men off the Zoom call because they have never been in the presence of 12 to 15 Black men with this much diversity in age and relationship, and had a chance to ask them questions and hear the heart of Black men. And the heart of Black men is so beautiful, but they've never been in a group like that. And the men thank me, Debrina, thank you so much for inviting me, because they often haven't been in a group with a group of women where they're heard and they're listened to.
So it's an equal exchange.
Well, it's where women get to listen for a change.
So now,
because oftentimes we will overtalk you and use many more words in a conversation than you do about love relationships. And so for the men to know that the women are going to actually listen, then they're very forthcoming. Then they're sharing their hearts. They're not being uncommunicative, as some women would characterize men. Now they are sharing from their hearts. They're being disclosing. They're being truthful. And it's because they know they're not going to be attacked. They're not going to be argued with, because I have prepped the women to be sure none of that shows up in this space. So, and then the other thing that's so amazing, that when we're having the debrief after the man panel is over, the women say, every answer any man gave, it was amazing how the other ones were in agreement with it. It wasn't 12 different opinions on something, and now you're like confused. So one brother would answer, he says, just like Brother Nate said, just like Brother Michael said. I said, so ladies, do you see that there is a strong trend in the agreement among men? It isn't all over the place. So how come we've made this so complicated? Because you're talking to other confused, unhealed women about men, instead of going to men who have started to do their work, who can put some communication and language on things, and love Black women, and they're not all about the things that you've been convinced they're about. And these are real Black men telling you, now that you're coming to listen and not argue, they're sharing truthfully with you. And they're all in agreement.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you'll do it, I'll have you back. We can call this a series or whatever.
Okay.
But you just poked at, in quick reference, something that I think needs to be its own episode.
Okay. What's that?
You said women are getting advice from unhealed women. So I want to talk about, what do you mean when you say unhealed?
Okay.
How does somebody become unhealed?
Okay.
How do they
start
heal?
to heal? Come on now, yes.
And so that it's not just about pointing out what's wrong.
Right.
Now
correct.
we're partially through a solution to the gray area and what's wrong. We've now established thoroughly the concept of energy points.
Energy units, yes.
Energy units.
Yes.
And now that we know precisely what it is, we're in our 50th minute, and these are an hour.
Okay.
Okay. But what I want now is for you to make it full circle and to use the part that I interjected and asked for more definition on what energy units were.
Yeah.
To finish that thought from 40 minutes ago.
So what it might look like, what the gradations might look like?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So I am a huge advocate of starting with a date that's 1 hour. Now, whether that is going to sit on a park bench, whether that's taking a walk around the park, whether that's going to get some coffee or tea or a smoothie or fresh juice, whatever, it's 1 hour. 60 minutes of energy units for you, 60 minutes of energy units for him. And the notion is also low money energy units for him, because most likely the man is going to be paying. If after 1 hour, and an hour is enough time to know whether you want to be back in someone's company, and you all agree to get together again because you were a great date, and it wasn't about how much money was outlaid or how long the date was, you were a great date in the 1 hour or however much time that initial date was, then the next one you could then increase. You increase what? The amount of time, that's an energy unit. And also, maybe you started with smoothies. Now you maybe move to breakfast. So now it's 90 minutes. Then you might move to happy hour. But you create space for the date to increase energy units inside of. It's called gradations, and it works. Then you move to the evening. Don't start in the evening, which is what happens in the current dating culture. You advance. You move forward to a date in the evening. And that might not be till date 3 or date 4 or date 2, but not date 1. So now you have a pathway so that you incrementally increase the time energy units and the money energy units. And if in fact you were truly trying to get to know him, which when I say to women, so why do we date? To try to get to know him. Then I ask, what kind of questions are you posing? And it's not questions that try to get to know him. It's questions to fill his biography in. So where do you work? So where do you go to school? So where do you live? Those aren't the kind of questions that have you really get to know a man, his essence, his character, what shaped him, his story, his values, his life perspective, his life outlook, his life philosophy.
I find it interesting. Two things. One, women do that. And they're basically like it's like they're filling out a worksheet.
Yeah.
Of like.
They are. Fill in the blank. Check. I call it scorecarding, internal scorecarding.
Right. Who, what, where, when.
Yes.
And I'm filling in all this who, what, where, when.
Yes.
And really get to know
it's
somebody's
shallow.
essence. But to get to know somebody's essence and all that is kind of the why.
Yeah. And what?
We're not getting to the why. It's just who, what, where you work.
Right. Oh, where'd you go to school?
Where you go to school? How many kids you got?
Where do you live? Yeah.
Where
Have you
from?
been married
What high
before?
school you went to?
Yeah. It's like
None
fill
of
in
it
the
is
blank.
why. And like, or really just a deeper essence. So I get that. Then me personally, I don't know, maybe it's because of just being a comedian that now is popping or whatever. But I'll get women that will say, I want to meet the Nate that's not on stage. Like everyone knows Nate, I want to meet Nathaniel. I'm like, hold up. First of all, nobody's whole naming me. You know what I mean? I don't even know you, woman. Goddamn Nathaniel. You know what I'm saying?
Whole naming you.
Right.
Ooh.
What are you doing?
That's like someone using my nickname. You don't use my nickname.
know me.
You're not in that circle.
But they say that, and I'm like, but if you truly knew me, you would understand how much of me is what I do and how much of what I do is who I am.
Right.
With a career. I'm not just fucking around on stage.
No,
I am giving people all. You want to get to know me? Watch
This is a
all these
mission.
videos.
This is a mission. We're Jacksons.
Yeah.
There isn't this separation like if you work for someone during the day and you're a different person when you get off work.
No.
Yeah, it's integrated. This is an expression of my gifts, talents, skills, abilities, my God-given assignment in the earth. This is an expression of me, what my business is. I just happen to generate dollars as a vehicle.
Man, I'm so glad you put it that way.
Yes.
That's even a relief to hear because I have been trying to figure out what in the hell are the words to express that same thing, but I continue to get the energy of I want to know the you that ain't you on stage and all that. I'm like, bruh, I don't know what else I'm supposed to give you because I give everything to the stage.
Right.
I say my thoughts, feelings, goals, impressions, my interpretation of other people's discourses and lives they're living. I'm putting comedy in it, but hell, if you can't figure out who I am and what I believe in and what I think, then I don't know what to tell. You want to sit next to me while I go fishing the one time in 5 years I have time to do it?
Right.
What do you mean?
Right.
So
but,
say that again. Your business. Your what?
So
now, I want that part where you was rattling off fingers.
So a long time ago, because I think someone has said to me, and it was not a man. I think it was another woman who was an employee, had never owned her own business, had never generated her income for direct offer to market of her gift, talent, skills, and abilities. It always been supporting someone else's vision called AT&T or Boeing or Microsoft or Amazon. But that puts a wall up between you and your client because you work for someone else. And I realized as an entrepreneur, there is no wall. This business is a vehicle that allows me to express, contribute, and offer my gifts, talents, skills, and abilities in a package in a way that there can be an exchange of reciprocal dollars for it. And that's a mindset. That's a certain consciousness. So if you're out to dinner with me or you call up and say, Debrina, how are you doing? I'm not only going to talk with you about, how my husband is doing or how my daughters are doing, because it's an inherent and integral part of my makeup.
Go ahead.
I'm also going to be
Go ahead.
talking with you
Go
about
ahead.
my enterprise.
Golly.
Come on there with my
And so
enterprise.
it's sabotaging that if you ask me how I'm doing and I get to talking about the things, the irons that I have in the fire, right?
Right.
This happened to me before, and I did not know how to take. I was befuddled,
Right. Befuddled.
which rarely happens. And I
You
was like-
don't get befuddled often.
Well, I was like, what the fuck? But my ex at one point was like, you don't talk to me about the stuff you're doing all day.
Oh,
Well, I'm like, well, you don't show enough interest in it for me to do that.
right.
So then I put effort into telling her about these things. And then she had the audacity to flip it and say, all you talk about is that stuff. To that, I was like,
Oh, my goodness.
that is the effect of the cause you asked for.
Yes.
I could talk about that much less. I can talk about whatever you want to talk. And so men that are entrepreneurs or have the entrepreneurial spirit, I think women need to understand if you ain't never built nothing, you're already on the outside of it. You don't understand the sense of completion, crossing off to-do list items. And first of all, I just read a post that tons of men are agreeing with.
Okay.
Even non-entrepreneurs.
Okay.
The post said, it was by a girl.
Okay.
She said, ladies, you need to understand, men will go on a trip with you. They will take you somewhere. They'll go on vacation with you. But after day 2, they are itching to get back to their hustle or their grind or make
Their
some money so
vision.
bad that they can barely even stand looking at you. Don't go on a trip for more than 2 days with a man, because now it's you versus everything in his life that's pulling towards him. And you're not
A
enough to compete.
successful man, because the
No,
women want the.
I hear you.
Okay.
This
That'll
post
be another
just said
caveat.
that.
Okay.
Then thousands of men,
Yeah.
entrepreneurs, non-entrepreneurs, successful, unsuccessful, all of them are like, yeah, exactly.
Amen. Yes.
I might not have 2 pennies to rub together, but if I'm out here with your ass, I can't go try to get it.
Spending money, not making it.
And that's the number. Like, yeah, man, I'm over here spending money on you, and you ain't like, God damn. Like, and it was so many. I'm talking about brothers just unloading paragraphs into the comments.
Yes.
And then they didn't get it all out in one because there's a character limit. There's another comment following that. Like, people are, man. So I saw that post, and it brings it all full circle to
Yes.
be like, you got a man that's an entrepreneur that's chasing his dreams.
Yes.
Instead of trying to figure out how to integrate into that process in some kind of way, say figure out where you fit or what is convenient or what is comfortable, you're coming in with some weird ass Disney expectation of how much time a man is supposed to. And then the worst thing you could say, and I hate to say this because there is truth to it, but that if he wants to, he will bullshit. Ain't nobody too busy to send a text. Ain't nobody too busy. Yeah, there's truth to that. But at the same time, are you worth him stopping?
If
Are
a
you
man
worth
is
him
in his
putting
zone,
down-
men have single-minded focus. If a man is in his zone, he isn't going to stop in the middle of his day like a woman does. When she thinks about a man, she'll stop and text right then. Men will stop, think about her, and then say, I'll text her after I finish this deal, this transaction. Okay? So it
Yes.
doesn't mean he's not thinking about you. Women and men are made very differently. But I want to come back to that comment because I know our time's almost
Another
up.
episode alert.
Okay, but I want to come back to that
Yes,
comment.
but you just said something else. You're brilliant enough to hold on to that. We're not going to miss that comment that you want to come back to.
Okay.
But the other episode
don't
we
think
have
I'll
to do,
forget.
we
Okay.
have to do
Okay.
is the difference between men and women and how we're
Oh,
wired.
Lord, yes.
All right, now the comment you wanted to address.
Okay, then this will be quick. So, the woman who says, "I want to know the Nate, not the one on stage," right? But if she knows how to ask questions that really are her trying to understand the Nate, the version of you, because that's a version of you, but it's all still a part of you. But you want to understand a little bit more about the version not on the stage. Well, then ask a question that will give you a chance to share your heart. So, Nate, when did you first have a desire to be a comedian? Take me back. And you're going to reminisce, and then you're going to talk about sitting up on the top of that abandoned restaurant and envisioning about you having a comedy club and what made you want to have a comedy club. Well, tell me about the Roses. How did that inspiration come about? And then you will be speaking from the point of essence and inspiration and how your spirit got moved. And it's the same dude on stage, but it's a different version of him. And because you are asking questions that show that you're trying to get to know the man, not just the performer, let's call it that, your questions reveal that. And then when you listen and then ask a follow-up question that reveals that you really do give a damn and that you're really listening, it is an anomaly for men. Because women usually ask one question and they don't ask further questions. And he goes, oh, okay. So he keeps his answer shallow. So any rate, I just wanted to say that's how she really has the ability to get to know the Nate not on stage by the questions she asks, not the fill in the blank ones.
Right.
And then the follow-up questions that show she really is invested and cares.
Which I get. But my end of it is, and I truly do get that.
Yeah.
My end of it is,
Yeah.
okay, but why?
Why what?
What makes you think you're worth my time to slow down enough to tell you anything more than what you already seen on stage? If I don't have a genuine interest in you in any way, shape, why am I doing this non-recorded podcast with your ass? That's what that is. Why am I doing
Well, I'm not talking about teeing it up like a podcast, but I just mean in the course of the natural.
No, trust me, I get what you're saying.
Okay, all
you should organically prod for deeper questions and listening and let the answers you get lead to the next thing. When I said I got that, I got that.
Okay, got it.
What I'm saying is, you want this other, let me see this other side of you. Let me look behind the curtain. What's my motivation for letting you see the Wizard of Oz? Why? Okay, so you've asked great questions. You've gotten great answers. I'm mentally stimulated. Okay. Now what?
Right.
And what do I want? Like, okay, perfect date. We talk, we laugh. There's some depth to it. You appreciate me for who I am. I appreciate you for who you are. We connect on a mental level because there's a sapiosexual aspect to how I'm getting to know you and get a feel for who you are.
Yes.
We have a great date. I'm like, cool, I would love it. I don't mind the time I spent with you.
That's right.
Now, you want to make it something that I desire to do again? Not just I don't mind it if it happened organically, I do it again.
Desire. Let's talk about it.
Because I'll say, hey, this was fun. I'm glad that this happened. If my schedule aligns with your schedule and the stars align and there's a pink moon or whatever, I'm down to do this again. I won't run from this happening again.
Right.
Now, there's a difference between that and me being like, I need to line the stars up myself.
That's right.
need a pink moon. I need to make it so that I can be in this woman's space. What are you doing that makes me go again,
Yes.
that I'm reaching for you instead of just being like, well, I'm open to it.
Right.
And for me, I want to bust a nut too. I want to bust a nut.
But now, hang on.
Holding me hostage with your pussy, bitch. Bust a nut.
So what would keep you coming back and the pussy is not on the table?
Nothing.
You wouldn't come back for a second date
Fuck that.
or a third date.
Fuck that. No.
Not even a third.
No, and this is why women dangle pussy, because they know men ain't coming back unless there's the carrot dangling version of this pussy. I'll let you see it this time. Next time you can touch it. I'll let you touch it this time. Next time you can smell it. I'll let you smell it next time. Next time you can blow a kiss at it. Next time I'll let you. Nigga, you out of $40,000. Ain't even got no pussy. Nah, run that pussy, because what's the difference between a user? What's the difference between a user and somebody who's not a user? The not user is already giving up what supposedly is your prize. You're taking my most valuable stuff, my time, my effort, my energy, my money, and I get nothing from it when your most valuable asset you sit on and you don't use it with me because I'm not worthy, or you're not ready for it, or you got a whole nother person knocking your back out that I don't know about. The number one way for a man to see through all the bullshit is to just, is she fucking? If she ain't giving you the butt. And then that's where you get the women that are just floozies and they fucking, they don't care about none of the other stuff and they start to get gray. It's another episode we talk about. But I'll say this. I'll say this. Yeah, I want some of that. I want some of them guts. If I'm already doing all that other stuff, we're already spending that kind of time. Like, I should not also leave from this place feeling unsatisfied in other ways. When you're happy, plus you're going in a house to a high-powered, scientifically developed, engineer-built rose that's going to blow your brains out that I don't have in my house. You can take care of yourself. I can't. I got to just go home and grab myself with the same ashy-ass hand. But you get to go back to a scientific anomaly and put it on 10 and zap, 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 zap yourself. Now you're going to bed full, happy, fed, mentally stimulated, enamored by a man, and sexually pleased.
Doesn't have a chest.
Just saying. So,
Okay.
what would keep me coming back? I mean, that's kind of.
So let's
There you
so
go.
that'll be another episode because I believe,
And I'm not even over sexualized. But goddamn, what we doing?
Okay, so we'll come back to that in a future episode because I want to kind of put a little spin on that because as long as money is up in there, then we're gonna get to the pussy energy.
I don't
units.
know. Even if I don't spend no money, if you got me for a whole damn day, from 8 to 8,
Well,
we
not
talked
not
and walked and ate ice cream and
That-
bonded.
that's a
I've
long
only spent
time.
$14. That's a hell of a time. So that's why
That's a
I appreciate
lot
you
of
being
energy
like,
units,
1
yeah.
hour is it.
start as a start.
Yes,
And
I
then
would be
increase.
okay if a girl said, "Hey, I don't even want you to stop what you're doing. Let me just come talk to you let me just be up in your shit. Let me get up in your space a little bit. Bring a bad bitch to work day."
Yes.
I would appreciate that more than
Right.
than
Right. So
just-
then she comes through for an hour and she says, is there anything I can help you with while I'm here?
Shit.
Oh my gosh. And so then
Yes.
her touch is in the space when she leaves.
Yes.
You're like, okay, my goodness, when can I see her again?
Yes.
Right? And there's been no money outlaid.
None. And she's
Okay.
like,
No
before
money.
I go, do you
and
want
no
do you want a little head or something before I go? I
You
might
gotta-
even decline. Damn, I'm cool.
Okay.
That's what's up though.
And
Okay.
what would have you want to see her again? Like making the stars align and you throwing the pink moon up. So
The fact that there is no pullback of accessibility. There is
say more.
because you got steps and gradients, right?
Yeah.
Or
Gradients, gradations.
gradations.